Facts.
We're here,
man. Yeah, we're supposed to be at 7. My bad.
We started late anyway. We always start late. But Kyle was just on a animal control
bro, we have
right there.
So we have 3 cats. One of them is a little angel, never does anything wrong, never fucking gets in trouble, right? One of them is Salem, who's already had 2 fucking surgeries because he like would deep throat door stoppers and get them shit stuck in his intestines. He needed to get like cut into to get him out. This third one, Socks, he's the newer one.
Mm-hmm. That was the one that was the rescue?
Well, 2 of them are rescues. Dream. Okay. Well, technically all 3 of them are, but 2 of them showed up at our house. One of them we got from the shelter. Salem we got from the shelter. The other 2 showed up at our house. But this one just recently started copying Salem. Salem runs outside when you open the garage door. And so now we keep the garage door closed all the time because they'll run outside if you leave the garage door open. So the garage
when they run outside, my bad, will they like go away, or are they know to like come back eventually?
So they kind of know to come back, but like at the same time when Salem goes out there, he eats all these bushes that makes him throw up and like fucks up his stomach. So we try to catch him as soon as he goes outside.
Right.
But this new one, Socks, he's the craziest because if I walk in through the garage door and have a tennis racket on the ground, Salem just gives up. He's like, all right, I was blocked. Like, I can't get by him. The new cat will just run right through the fucking tennis racket. Like,
what does the tennis racket do?
So the tennis racket stops him from running out. You open the door and you keep the tennis racket on the ground. And so you make it so that you block any room for them to run out. Oh. If you go in without a tennis racket, if you go in the door without a tennis racket, they'll run out if they're around. You know what I'm saying?
Not really. How much like wouldn't you want some wider shit than a tennis racket? Because they could just fucking
if you think about
Emmett Smith right around that bitch.
Well, when you open the door, if you think about it, if you put it on the ground from the beginning and you just make like you make enough room for the tennis racket, you can fit through the wideness of a tennis racket.
Yeah.
So like it kind of works out. But yeah, we need something better because Socks just straight like running backs his way right through that shit.
That's what I thought too. I was like, tennis racket, bro. What?
So, but I'm telling you, this trick worked perfectly until today was the first time that he was like, "Nah, I'm done with this. Like, I'm about to run through your shit." If I was paying attention for sure, I could have blocked him. But I was like semi paying attention and had it on the ground, but didn't have like a real good grip on the shit. So he just ran right through that shit. So he runs out there, goes under the car, right? And I'm like, oh, fuck. So Crystal comes out with the food, opens it because that noise usually makes him come out to eat. But I had just fed him before, so he wasn't like crazy hungry. So he was like sort of whatever. Then he went under the chassis of the motherfucking car. He got like under the wheel and climbed up in that bitch. And we like kept putting the food by him, and you'd see his little paw come down to try to get at the food, but then he put that shit back up. So it took us fucking 20 minutes, bro. And we gave up, came back inside, left the door open, and put the other cats in our bedroom. And then he 5 minutes later just came walking in. It was like, what the fuck, bro?
Now here's my thing, and I don't know if it's like if they say dogs are smarter than cats or whatnot. Like, is there a reason why he jumped up into the bed of the tire shit? Like, or do cats have a brain to be like, all right, I want to get some fresh air? Like, these motherfuckers aren't feeding me. Like, what's the reason?
Hiding. He was just hiding. He didn't want to come back in. He knew me and Crystal were chasing him to get him to come back in. He's like, I don't want to go back in yet. And so he's like, I'm just going to hide here, you know?
Damn. Yeah, that's kind of wild.
Yeah, it was annoying as fuck. Because I was like, I was ready. I was like, all right, I went to the garage literally to just get a drink real quick to come on air. And I was like, all right, I'm good. And that's when I walked in. That's when he ran out. And I was like, fuck.
Oh.
Caused a whole last 20-minute late type shit.
Oh, I can't imagine like chasing after a cat on some shit just because like I wouldn't have they could wait me out. Like Molly used to have a cat and that shit would just like hide underneath her couch. Like and the whole night it would be there. And she had the cats because like she lived in Harlem and there was like mice in her kitchen and shit like that. So she was like, let me try and get a cat because apparently like keeps the mice away. Mm-hmm. And that shit would just hide under her couch the whole night. And if ever I wanted to like play with the cat or play with the cat, I would just be like, I can't do this. I'm not gonna try and force the cat out of the couch. You know, like,
yep.
Damn. So respect to you for fucking getting that shit, because I don't know. I feel like I never see missing cat posters, but I see missing dog shits. And my dog ever went missing, I think I would just give up and never find that bitch.
I think Molly would probably be on top of that and get it, you know?
Probably, yeah. But yeah, no, shout out to you for fucking getting your cat, because that's a pain in the ass. And that's one of those where it's like, you got to make sure that the cat gets in the house, because if you forget that shit and that shit is just chilling up in your tires, And you
Terrible.
go and drive that bitch?
No,
What?
that'd be the worst thing ever, bro.
I once had my car parked in Illinois, and it was like over a long weekend. Maybe I didn't use my car, and a bird's nest was built in my engine.
Oh
the
my
birds
God.
were putting leaves. They were putting
Sticks
leaves and shit.
Yep.
And I opened my hood. I'm a little stuffy. I think I got some shit last night, man. I don't know. And the birds built a whole fucking nest in my engine. I couldn't,
Oh
like,
my goodness.
I started my car and it kind of worked, but it sounded a little musty. So I opened my engine. There was a whole fucking bird's nest in my engine, bro.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I had a whole beehive in my shit.
Oh,
I had
what?
left my shit sitting there for a hot minute, and then I went to walk over. I see all these bees going crazy. It was a beehive in the shit.
You ever see? I'm always fascinated. Like, my sister had I think it was either a bee's nest or a hornet's nest that grew in her yard or some shit. Like, it's kind of fascinating how fast insects can like build their homes. You know, like even my backyard on the porch, we haven't been out there for, I don't know, maybe a week or two or something like that. But the amount of like spider webs that crisscross through my shit is just like, they do that shit overnight. It's on some, like, they work hard.
One of the gardeners flipped over one of the golf mats I have and left it on the grass. Usually it's on like the driveway
and shit.
It was only there for like maybe 4 days. I lift that shit up. It's like a whole like flea colony. There's like all sorts of weird bugs and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? This wasn't even flipped over that long.
Yeah. Nasty shit. I have these fucking floodlights on my walkway.
Oh, forget it. That shits are gonna be swarmed at night when they're on. Bugs love lights.
OD swarmed. But then also they don't really stay that well in its like socket, so they always fall over. And inside of this shit, there's like these little bugs that like live in there, and I like had to put it back in there. It was kind of disgusting.
Oh,
the weird bugs that come out, especially in this season right now, is kind of crazy.
So the girls got you sick?
I don't know what it was. Like I was good, and then
have any of the girls been sick or no?
Not even.
Really?
Yeah. Like I'm trying to think back to a person around me that might have coughed or done some shit, but like this morning I had well actually sleeping last night I had a runny nose, and it was one of those that usually I can like blow my nose and it'd be good, but Molly's got this tactic where she'll like put a tissue in her nose while she sleeps, and I did that shit and it kind of prevented it, but I've had a runny nose and now it's kind of like progressively getting a little worse, so I don't know if it's just been like the long weekend and tired and shit like that, so I don't know, but it's fucking me up.
Bro got hantavirus. Prayers in the chat for Corin. He's got hantavirus.
People are so. I guess the news was, or I saw Jon Stewart might have been saying like it's not that bad, but then the news was like saying that it's kind of bad, and then I spoke to my dad, and he was like, "That shit is kind of bad. Like people are actually dying from that shit, right?"
Well, yeah, they die from it, but it's a little bit of a question mark now because the way people originally got it, they said was from like. What was it from? Some sort of like rodent shit, I guess.
Oh, was it? Yeah, they went on the cruise, and then apparently people got off the cruise to go bird watching. And
well, that's what the original story was, but I think they changed that and said it wasn't that, but you still get it from like rodent droppings. But I don't know. I guess this particular version can be spread from person to person, but I don't know how contagious it is. Like I don't know if it's easy to spread it. Some illnesses are harder to spread than others.
Yeah,
you know. But there's an Ebola outbreak now, too. And that shit is sort of ravaging Africa because now that we don't have like preventative shit in place because Elon Musk destroyed US aid. So, and they would have prevented it. They have like, Ebola teams they send out as soon as there's one person that has it and they make sure nobody else gets it. Now it's just running wild.
Biggest fraud, I think, in US history. So like randomly, I have YouTube TV, but I also have, I think, similar to what you have, where I'll randomly get some cable channels, and there's some like news channels that I've never heard of, but like they just air on like basic cable or whatnot. And I turned my TV on and it was on, and I guess there was like a Elon Musk rocket ship launching a couple days ago or something like that, and it was like 6 minutes left, and then when it got to the end, it basically like some guy got on the screen and was just like, yeah, we're not going to launch, like something went wrong. so this isn't happening. Like, they had all of these rocket ships ready to go. The shit had the smoke coming out of it. I was actually standing there with my girls, and they were like gonna watch the rocket ship go off, and it was one of Elon's shits. And the guy got on TV from Mission Control or whatever, and was just basically,
Nah.
he was like, "No, this shit's not happening." And they just ended the shit. And I was like, that's not good.
He's gotten paid $38 billion from U.S. taxpayers, and he's made like a dozen rockets explode. And it's like,
that's
bro,
what I've heard. It's like,
you're such a con man.
Mad. Are there people on these shits?
No, the ones that exploded, I don't think so. No. But like, he never does any, like, he's just a scam guy. Like, people don't, I guess people do realize that now, but he's just a scam artist, you know? Like, he's the king of vaporware. Like, he promises some shit and then doesn't deliver on it, you know?
I feel like that's a pretty big thing to like not take off on your rocket ship when you've like set a date and like you have a rocket ship there ready to go.
Well, my guess is they knew it would explode. That's why they did it. They were like, oh, 100% is going to explode, you know?
Fuck, though. Like that, I mean, I feel like that shit can't happen.
I mean, he gets paid $38 billion to just make shit blow up. That's a dream gig.
And then on the flip side of that is, I was going to ask you, because Jeff Bezos did his interview.
Oh, I saw that. I covered it. I covered some of it.
And he just looked like a complete fucking, like, I don't know how he seems like another smart guy, because he seemed like an idiot in that interview.
He is. That's what people.
He's another idiot, right?
Yeah, people are now beginning to understand, like, oh, these billionaires are not. They're not like
smart.
The most intelligent. They're not the hardest working. Like, they're really not. They're just like, a bunch of them are lucky. A bunch of them are born into money. A bunch of them like are the most exploitative and shameless of everybody. Like, they're willing to put other people through hell in order to make their money.
Yeah.
And like, he's another great example. He's also on fucking testosterone. Like, he does testosterone, and you could tell that like his face has changed over the years, and like he sort of like looks like Joe Rogan now. They all morph into the same thing with the same head shape and stuff. And he was saying like, "Don't tax me." Like, fuck you, bro. But he's worth what, $200 and something billion, and he's like, "Don't tax me." You got people shitting in your drivers are shitting in bags on the road because they can't take a fucking break, and like, you don't want your taxes raised. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that one. But then I think it was Jeff Bezos and Amazon that was trying to say that they have their own rocket ships that they're trying to build as well, right?
Oh yeah. They are. I think they already did some shit where they like went. What do they do? They go to the moon or?
Oh, he did that shit where
some shit. Yeah, he had.
Remember they
William
landed
Shatner was
and
with
they,
him.
Yeah, and they like opened the door too early or something like that.
I don't remember that. No,
someone like opened the door to the thing, but I guess he wanted to open it. I don't know. It was like some weird viral video of like whoever was on the spaceship opened it too early, and like he wanted to open it, and it just looked like super fake. But regardless,
fuck him, piece of shit.
That shit, we got to start with that.
Somebody said the last time the Knicks lost, gas was $2 a gallon.
I mean, it's kind of crazy that we haven't felt like a loss in that. It's just like we go into a basketball game now expecting to win, which is something that's just uncharted fucking waters for us.
We're peaking at the right time, bro. I mean, to be fair, we have been shooting lights the fuck out. I've never seen, like, everybody on our team has morphed into Steph Curry and Klay Thompson in 2017. Yep. You know, like when I say almost everybody on the floor is shooting above 40% from three, I mean it. Like, everybody on the floor. That's insane. That doesn't happen. Like, that never happens. So,
and our defense is on point too.
Defense is on point too. So, like, we got to come down to earth a little bit. But to your point, like, it's one of those things where even if we, like, there are games where we weren't playing our best and we were still winning by like 7. You know what I'm saying?
And the game that we lost to the Hawks was a 1-point game. That was where Jalen could have hit a game winner. So, like, we started the podcast a little early tonight because, one, Molly's home. She had off today. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Hopefully, everyone. You do anything for Memorial Day? You do any barbecuing or anything?
I just did my show. No, I did my show.
Oh.
It's gross here, too. It's rainy and shit all day.
Oh, was it rainy?
Yeah, it was rainy here.
It was supposed to be raining here today. We were supposed to, the girls were going to have, they were going to walk in a Girl Scout troop through Memorial Day parade, but they canceled that shit and it didn't even rain. It was beautiful today.
Oh, what the fuck? That's crazy.
But super hot. Like, the weather's kind of been OD where we didn't put the heat on this weekend, and it was brick. And then today was like 80 fucking 6 degrees again today, so we didn't put the AC on. So we're kind of in this middle ground of like it's brick at night. Some nights it's fucking warm at night. So it's a tough spot we're in.
Yeah, you got to bite the bullet soon and just put that AC on. Everybody get your donations in so Corin can put his AC on, bro. He's got his finger and he's got his AC he's got to worry about.
Our boy's AC just went out. So like I feel like also like
he's got to get
turn it on and off, like you could kind of fuck with your shit a little bit. And it's one of those where it's like if it's on all the time, it'll be running and it'll be good. But if you turn it on and off, especially in my house, which is old, I might throw something off where where I have to get it fixed. And that's what maybe Bobby ran into.
Yeah, our boy lives in Atlanta too. He definitely needs that AC, you know?
Yeah. And AC's not some cheap shit, man. Like,
no, it's like $5,000. He said probably to fix it, $7,000, something like that.
I'm nervous because our gutters are kind of like running a little bit. And Molly was like, just get a ladder and go up there and fix the gutters. I'm kind of shook to do that shit. Would you ever go on the roof of your house to like clean some shit?
Yeah, I probably would. As soon as you get up there, it's fine. It's just the idea of it is scary. But once you're up there, you're like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I think that's the idea. Because I'm not going to front. There's a house down the street, and the guy must have been like 80, 90 years old. I saw him standing on his roof, and I was like, if he could do that shit, I could do that shit.
100%. Yeah, absolutely.
But the thought of like putting a ladder all the way up there and like actually standing on my roof scares me a little bit. But now thinking of like while I'm on the roof, I don't think I'd be that scared like while I'm on it. Like, like once I got over that fear, like you said, of like getting up there.
No, you're good. It's actually kind of cool up there. Like, oh shit, it looks different from up here, I
guess, but like one little slip and it's a wrap. Like you're putting yourself in a position to die. It's either like fix my gutters, which could cost maybe $150 to have my gardener do, or die.
Okay, you could pay your gardener $150. He'll do it for that shit. It won't even take long. It's not even like a long thing, I don't think.
My gardener's kind of been slacking, bro, low key. Like I think he just cuts the grass now. He doesn't even like fucking cut any of the weeds or anything like that.
Yeah, you got to follow up, bro. You got to be like, hey, what's the deal, dog?
I gotta do some shit. Do you guys still take care of like isn't in the back by your barbecue shit? Like you have all flowers and stuff back there?
Crystal likes to garden, so we got a bunch of like nice flower beds and stuff around. But in terms of the grass, we do have a gardener. At some point, I'm going to take it over though because I can see myself getting interested in gardening.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, not gardening. I'm sorry. Interested in grass, like cutting the grass. Because with golf and stuff, you kind of get interested in grass if you're a golfer.
Yeah.
And so,
that shit low key is kind of therapeutic. Like when I was cutting in Illinois, Molly says our gutters are going to cost more than $1,000 to actually fix.
Bro, you better get your ass on that fucking ladder.
Yeah, I find that hard to believe that. Like,
you better get your ass on that ladder right now, dog. Fuck that. I'm not paying thousands for gutters. That's crazy.
But yeah, there is a science to cutting the grass because I've heard when I would cut my grass in Illinois, I had a fucking amazing lawnmower that they don't sell anymore. It was a automatic start shit. So like, or guaranteed to start or something like that. And I would always cut it a certain way. Like I would just go down, 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 down. And then I think my neighbor or someone was like, next time you do that shit, like go diagonal because the grass like gets used to the way you cut it. So like, I don't know what the fuck he was saying, but like, I guess apparently if you cut it in different directions, like it grows better.
It's healthier. Yeah.
Okay. So that could be something that like is, if you are interested in that type of shit, like could be kind of cool,
If I get interested in it, me, I'll be all the fuck in. Like I'll start aerating it and I'll start using sand and use it like overseeding it and making it. I'll have my lawn looking like the fucking Augusta National, dog. Like where they're about to play the Masters on my shit.
Well, that's what's like. I walk down the street and I'll like. So my neighbor across the street, his grass is mad nice. Like it looks fluffy and like I just can't get my grass to that point. Like. And then there's another house.
You just got to learn about. Like, there's things you got to learn. Like, it's not intuitive. Like, there's some shit you got to do that you're like, I got to do that. And it's like, yeah, if you do that, then this is the result.
I know.
Like aeration. Do you know about aeration? Aeration
I've heard of it. Yeah, it's like where you kind of like get it to breathe, right?
You poke holes in the shit and then you fill it with sand, and that helps it like irrigate it properly, which makes it healthier in the long run. So, like golf courses, every year golf courses will aerate so that you can keep the shit looking perfect. You know,
Yeah.
like think of a green on a golf course, like how perfect and tight that grass is.
I
You know.
I just need like to fucking hire like the Yankees grounds crew like one weekend to just
Now
bless
that
my
shit,
shit.
now that shit is tens of thousands of dollars. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. $80,000 for one
Probably.
day.
Yeah, I mean, the aeration shit is true. Like that's where like I feel like I've seen that somewhere where like the little duty pellets will like come out of your
Yep.
grass and
Yep.
it's just
Yep.
all
Yep.
over, you know?
Yep. Facts.
I also got to check on my my sprinkler system because we definitely have a sprinkler system in our lawn, but I haven't checked into it. So I used to go out there with the fucking sprayer and just spray my shit.
Oh, that's a pain in the ass.
It was a bitch.
Yeah, that's a pain in the ass to do that. You got to get that sprinkler system working, but that's probably going to require maintenance too, you know?
Yeah, my
It's
sprinkler
fucked
is
up how
bad
much
cheap.
shit just requires maintenance all the time. When it feels like if you get a sprinkler system put in, shouldn't it just work? Like, shouldn't it just be like, yeah, I flipped a switch, it works, you know?
Yeah. I put a sprinkler system in last year. I put it in the middle of my grass. My dumbass turned it on, and that shit just started spraying me with mad water before I could get out. And then I couldn't turn it off because I had to like go in there while it was on spraying mad water to turn it off. I got soaking wet, and it was like the worst decision, and it flooded by like where the one section was. It was such a bad move.
Tale as old as time. Guy getting hit by the sprinkler. How do we get here? Weren't we talking about the Knicks?
Yeah,
we went from the Knicks, and we were off the Knicks in like 7 seconds, even though we're like on a historic run right now, bro.
So,
I've seen.
What do you think? Do you think
they
close it tonight?
Everybody's saying yes, which leads me to think no, because here's why. At the beginning of the series, if you told me we're going to sweep the Cavs, I would have said no, we're not going to sweep the Cavs. So like, I'm just going to stick by that prediction. I hope we do, though. I really hope we do. But bro, I know you've seen the shit on Twitter, but the run we're on right now is literally
legendary.
According to the numbers, the greatest run of all time.
Ever.
That's what they're saying. Now we are plus over the past 10 games in the playoffs. We're like, our point differential is like plus 230 or something crazy. And even the other greatest teams of all time, whether it's like the fucking late 20-teens Warriors or Jordan in the 90s, like they weren't even this. Like, not only are we beating teams, we're crushing teams.
Yeah.
And then I saw somebody was trying to fucking downplay that shit and act like, oh, it's got to be that the conference is historically weak, not that the Knicks are historically good. And it's like, but then how could they prove that they're that good to you? Like, if they're on a historic run and that doesn't convince you, what would they have to do?
Yeah.
Like, if they're winning by a little, you wouldn't give them their credit because they're only winning by a little, but now they're winning by a little, you're still not giving them their credit. So you've made it like an unfalsifiable thing where there's nothing they could do to get you to say, you know what, they're one of the greatest teams of all time, or they're on a historic run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, just accept it. Like, it is what it is. They're fucking amazing. Like, they're on a crazy run right now.
Yeah. I think people just want to find a reason to like downplay what they're doing, and what they're doing is impressive. Like 2 sweeps in a row would be crazy.
Insane, especially because their opponents are going 7 games.
Yeah, that too. Like I think the finals start on June 3rd, regardless of what happens. But if they can close it out and the Spurs can go to 7 and they get the extra rest to like rest their guys, like, take some time off, chill, get a clear mindset, and then come back ready for the finals. Like, there wasn't that much rust when they started this series. Like the first game, a little bit.
But I think the rest really helped them though, because towards the end of the games, you could see the Cavs are winded and the Knicks are not. Yeah. And the Knicks had that 22-point comeback with 7 minutes left. And like, I don't know if that would have been doable if they weren't perfectly fresh and good. Like, they felt like this is the beginning of the game when they were in the fourth quarter. Yeah. The Cavs just 2 days before were playing in the other series, and now they're already back. So they got to be tired as fuck. So like, I think it's catching up to their opponents, whereas the Knicks feel fresh as fuck, Yeah.
And Harden's old. Mitchell, I think, is really hurting. I think he's got like a groin problem that is like really fucking him up, because he
Mitchell Robinson?
No, Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell. Okay. Yeah.
He looks like lethargic. He looks like he's got no like burst. Occasionally he'll pull out like a move that's like, okay, that's old school, but he's not doing it every possession that he used to do. It's like very sporadic. I think he's hurting bad.
Yeah, but the Cavs, what they should have done in order to try to beat the Knicks is exploit Cat down low and use your twin towers. use Mobley and Jared Allen.
Jared
And,
Allen's been non-existent.
Well, I was going to say, they should have been playing inside out. They're relying too much on Harden and Mitchell. To your point, Harden is old and Mitchell looks hurt. Like, you need to, the fact that you got two tall ass players down there, like, and you know, Mitchell Robinson doesn't play that many minutes per game. What does he play? Fucking 10, 12 minutes a game or something like that. That means Cat's down there a lot. Like, it could be barbecue chicken down there if you were leaning on that, but they're not. They haven't been doing that.
Yeah. I was debating driving out to Cleveland for this game, but one, we have our podcast on Monday, and two, the drive back would have sucked because if they lost, that would have been a tough drive. Even if they won, it's still like driving at 11 o'clock at night for like 7 hours would have been brutal.
Yeah,
but like,
that's not worth it.
It would have been legendary to be out there to see them close that out, you know?
What were tickets going for, bro? I saw what they were
not even that much.
Really?
Like they said just up into tip off was like you could get like $100 up top in Cleveland.
No shit.
And it's going to be all Knicks fans there tonight.
I saw somebody, I don't know if it was made up, but I saw some tweet that said it was like 41% Knicks fans.
Yeah, it's going to be more than
Cleveland.
See tonight if they win or are winning, the whole crowd is going to be Knicksed out.
The world is not ready for the celebration if the Knicks win the championship, bro. The world is not ready for the celebration. Like,
I don't know if you see any of the like footage of New York City tonight and like the police forces that are out.
Yes, this, like, people don't get it. This like matters a lot to people, you know?
I don't get though why like when you're happy that equals like chaos, destruction. Like,
burn shit down.
Like,
that's kind of
just
crazy.
Hugging each other and like
be all really happy.
Yeah.
It should be. Yeah, it should be like that.
Like in Bruce Almighty, when I think the Sabres win the Stanley Cup, they like burn the city down. It's like why does like I think like this happened when the Lakers won the finals. Like they flipped cars over, they fucking burned shit. It's like,
but they started winning. They win a lot though, so at some point they were like, "All right, let's not burn some shit down."
Yeah, I know. They realized like, hey, this isn't the smartest thing. But like, there's always like one random car that's like driving through a parade route, and it's like, flip the car. It's like, why is that car driving through the parade route right now?
And why are you flipping it? Don't flip it.
And why are you flipping
crazy. It? Yo, not for nothing. You could see it in the Cavs. Like at the end of the last game, you could totally see it on the Cavs' faces.
Oh, they
were
defeated.
Like, yeah, they don't have the. They feel like we're done. Like they don't feel like they could even do it. You know, you could see it. And Harden. Oh my God, he's now like the playoffs collapser. Like that's now his legacy. Is like he's done it every year. He plays worse in the playoffs. You know.
Yeah. There's some people that like, I've said this about Rudy Gay. I've said it about James Harden, Russell Westbrook. There's certain guys that like, I would not give them a roster spot just because they're good. They'll get you points, but they're just not a winner. Like they don't have that it factor that will get you, you know, a championship. And I think there's certain guys that just have that.
And also some people like get worse in the playoffs. It's a thing, right? Like some people under those bright lights, they wilt. Other people under those bright lights, they step it up.
Yeah.
You know, as much as I love him, T-Mac always did worse in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true.
As Kobe always stepped it up in the playoffs. Like, there's a thing there. You know, there's a real thing. Under pressure, how do you do? How do you thrive? Can you deal with the increased intensity on defense and shit like that, you know?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It'll be interesting. Wemby's been doing well. The West looks good, but if they keep beating each other up, it's almost like lining up perfectly for the Knicks if they finish it out tonight to be rested, them to be beat up, and go through a similar thing that they're going through with the Cavs right now of just like they were tired, they were defeated, and the Knicks kind of were fresh and just fucking beat them.
And bro, let me tell you, I fucking hate OKC, man. I really do. Like the more shit I've seen of them, the more I'm like, oh, I get why everybody hates you.
Yeah.
Because, like, every play they're flopping and foul baiting, and then every time on the other end of the floor, they're, like, punching Wemby in the face and stepping on his feet and hooking his arms. And, like, you got Caruso, like, running into somebody and falling and then getting the foul call against the Spurs player. It's like
pulling Castle's hair and not getting the foul call.
It's like, come on, man. You can't, like, fuck you. And then they have the nerve to, like, not acknowledge why everybody hates them. Like, you know why everybody hates you. And it's not the cringe-ass shit of, like, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander thinking he's a model and dressing weird. And, like, that shit is annoying, but it's not enough on its own for people to be like, nah, seriously, fuck this team. The shit that makes people actually go fuck this team is that shit. But, like, somebody made a good point. They were like, that's how the NBA wants it because now OKC is the villain, and that's led to more people watching. because they want to see OKC lose. And so like, and they're setting it up so that first of all, Wemby could be like on some Golden Boy type shit where they want Wemby to be the hero and them to be the villains.
That's why I was worried about them being in the finals.
But also, if you think about it, if it's OKC versus Knicks in the finals, to your point, then the Knicks are the beloved team that everybody wants to win. You know what I'm saying? But if it's Spurs versus Knicks, then it's sort of like a split shit because everybody's going to be like, oh, I sort of love Wemby, but also the Knicks, man, they haven't won in so long. You got this amazing squad.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting, you know?
Yeah. I don't know if you followed, there's like this WWE wrestler that like put the curse on the Cavs or some shit like that. It's the guy who like paints his face or something like that. Have you seen this guy?
Is it Papa Shango from back in the day?
No. It's this new guy. It's like something with a D, like Drowhausen or something like that. But like, I guess because WWE's on ESPN now and they're the same family of networks, he puts curses on teams. And I guess he had a curse on the Knicks and he...
Danhausen. Okay.
Danhausen.
Oh, he's just a new version of Papa Shango. That's wild, bro.
Papa Shango. I'm trying to remember who that was.
Look it up.
Let me see.
Look up Papa Shango. He's the guy who played the Godfather later on, I think played Papa Shango.
Oh, he wore this hat and had the like painted face.
Yeah, he wore the hat, had a painted face, and he was sort of like almost on some like Undertaker shit, almost like he does like witchcraft or something like that.
Yeah, you know? Wow. Forgot that's a good pull by you right there.
That's literally like when I was a kid too. You know?
Yeah, no, that's old school WWF shit.
That's like 90s shit. Yeah.
I don't know if this is real, but did you see the AI video of like I guess they made like a WWE AI video and the video couldn't say like WWE?
Yes, I saw that. It was like
that
shit was crazy, bro. I hate AI so much. Holy shit.
It's always so funny when somebody catches it for like fucking up. There's one guy on Instagram who always makes fun of ChatGPT, and he catches it with so many flaws.
Oh yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Molly just said apparently like Microsoft is like banning its employees from using like AI or something like that, like it's engineers or something.
Well, that'd be weird as hell just because I know that a lot of people are getting fired and they're using AI to like take their jobs.
I forgot what she said though, but I guess apparently like because it costs too much money, like Microsoft.
Bro, it's got to be a thing in schools, right? Like I bet students are using this shit like crazy. But the thing that's crazy is like I could always spot AI writing. Like you're not fooling anybody. If you ever use some AI writing shit and posted it as a tweet, I bet your ass I know it's AI. I could tell it's AI.
Definitely. Yeah.
There's a way AI writes where it's like, this is AI, you know?
Let me see this shit. So I guess. So legal and ethical restrictions. Code of conduct says that AI services.
Wait, pause. Are you using AI to tell us how AI is restricted?
I guess so. I don't fucking know.
Oh, shit.
Why it's both legal, ethical rules, but I thought she said it was something with the cost and like the data centers that like they weren't allowing their workers to use it.
That shit is crazy. The cost is insane. Like the data centers are a real problem, man. They're sucking up all the fucking energy and using all the fresh water and skyrocketing electricity bills and leading to noise pollution and light pollution and driving people crazy. And yeah, these shits are a real problem. And I love how we have an energy crisis and now they're like, yeah, let's just build shit that's super energy consuming at a time when we need to be like conserving energy. Like in every way, it's just so reckless. And it's some shit only some depraved billionaires could come up with, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like that's not going away. Like that's only going to get worse, you know? Like they're not going to stop building these data centers because it's like they're not going to put AI back in the bag.
My hope is that they simply can't afford to do it anymore. Like, here's what I said to Crystal. You remember there was this plane, supersonic travel. Is it hypersonic or supersonic? I think it's supersonic travel.
That sounds right. Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck is the name? I'm blanking on the name of the what was here? I'm gonna look it up real quick. Supersonic jet name, something with a C. No. Hypersonic, is it? Hypersonic jet name.
I don't even know if that shit is possible. Put the data centers in the ocean and use tidal power.
Guys, what's the name of the
Concorde?
Concord, that's it. Shout out to you. The
Now
Concord.
people say that shit.
The Concord was the thing. Thank you, everybody. You said the Concord. I don't know why my brain shit the bed. I wanted to say Copenhagen. My brain wouldn't let me get off Copenhagen. I don't know why. So the Concord was a thing for a while where like you could fly from like London to New York in like half the time. And it goes like double the speed of a normal plane. But what ended up...
And have passengers on that shit?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
But what ended up happening is it wasn't economically feasible anymore because they couldn't, like there was like one or two accidents with it, which gave it bad PR, but then it wasn't economically feasible anymore because they'd have to charge too much and then nobody would fly. And like the economics of it just didn't work. And that's sort of my hope for AI is that the bubble bursts and everybody realizes that like this shit is not fucking profitable and they've been wasting everybody's money and it's this big Ponzi scheme where they're shifting money back and forth and it requires too much energy. There's too many downsides, too much pollution, too many risks to like jobs. And then it just like sort of goes belly up and, you know, it's not the wave of the future. That's sort of my hope is that it has that moment of like, this is just too expensive. We can't make anything off of it and like leave it where it is. Now, China's still going to do their shit. Their shit is more efficient. Their shit uses less energy.
Do they have data centers?
They do, but I think that the way Crystal was telling me that the way they do it is like not as energy intensive or they use like renewables more so. So like it's not as crazy, but like AI is going to exist, but it's got to be like, it's got to be hyper regulated and it's got to be like limited use because to just let these motherfuckers run wild and do whatever they want. Like they're literally promising everybody like your job is going to be stolen by AI and then they expect you to clap and enjoy it. And it's like, well, what do you want people to do? You can't just take everybody's job and cut government benefits and be like, and go fuck yourself. That's not like, you're begging for a revolution at that point. You're begging for a societal breakdown, you know? So like they got to pump the brakes on that shit. And now you see like the younger generation is fucking all in to fuck AI. Have you seen these graduation speeches where you have people given the commencement address and they say like AI is the future. And then everybody's like, boo, go fuck yourself. Boo. It's been happening all over the country. You got these old out of touch speakers who are like AI. And they're like, no, fuck you.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of billionaires, like in interviews that I've watched, are just like, what can people do to start, you know, getting ahead of being successful? And they're like, learn AI. And it's like, they don't know that shit. Like they have people in their companies like learning AI and shit like that. But I don't know. I don't think fucking people can learn that shit. Like, it's like when they used to tell farmers or like coal miners to like learn coding or something.
Learn to code, yeah.
Like, bro, what are you talking about here? Like that's the last person that's gonna fucking learn how to code. Like it's just not realistic.
Yeah, and it's one thing if you're saying evolve to this thing that is the future. It's another thing to say evolve to this thing that is going to take away your usefulness in society completely.
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that? It reminds me of this old Obama ad when he was running against Romney, where one of the companies Romney worked for, they had them build a stage and then they had the management come and say, you're all fired. And one of the guys they interviewed, one of the workers was like, it felt like we were building our own coffin when we were building that cage, that stage. And that's what it's like with AI. It's like they're telling you should enjoy this. And it's like, why should I enjoy this? You're telling me it's going to replace me in every way, shape, and form.
Yeah.
You know, like people already struggle to make a living and like make themselves useful and, you know, make enough money for their family. And now you're saying like, well, you're definitely not gonna be able to do that now. Like, go fuck yourself. It's like, no, fuck you. How about society should be built around the needs of people, not like people need to build themselves around the needs of machines? Like, fuck that shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's like when I was at work, low key, like when someone new would get hired and they'd be like, yeah, train them and teach them all your tricks and all this shit. And I'm like, I don't want to do that shit because if I fucking give them they're going to fucking steal my job. You're going to pay them less. Man. Yeah. And like, it kind of sucks that it works like that because it's like, I mean, I feel like that's every possession, even every profession, even like, you know, sports is a little different because it's like, as you get older, you kind of age yourself out, but like work wise, it's like, why are you going to give somebody the fucking Jedi tips and tricks if you know eventually like they're going to be like, all right, cool, we don't need you or your ass anymore. We're going to fucking have this person work that you told all the fucking shit to.
Yeah, that's why this like dog eat dog capitalist society just doesn't fucking work, man. It just doesn't work. It's like people know the society and the system doesn't care about them. Like, think about what that does to people. that puts everybody through the fucking meat grinder and makes them like shittier people and more hardened. And like, I want to live in a country where everybody cares about how everybody else is doing, you know, where like everybody gets healthcare, everybody gets education, everybody has a good job, everybody gets paid time off.
Yep.
You know, like, is that too much to ask for? I really don't think it is. I think it's some basic ass shit to think of everything as a community as opposed to like individuals who are at each other's throats all the time, you know?
Molly was saying low key, like, we know this guy that like his like stomach's kind of messed up, and she was like, he could go to like another country and get surgery and like not get a bill for his shit. Whereas like he couldn't do it here in the States because he doesn't have healthcare or something.
Yep.
But I think, is that a true thing? Like you can go to a different country that you could just go to the hospital, get your surgery, and then just walk out that bitch?
So it would vary on which country you go to, because there are a lot of countries that have universal healthcare, but if you're not a citizen, you can't get the universal healthcare. You know what I'm saying? So like, but the crazy thing is you'd have to pay, but you would still pay less than if you were here. Like you probably pay quadruple here in a situation like that, you know? But yeah, like so many other countries, you just don't have to worry about medical bills. Like it's the first thing they take off the table. Whereas here, it's the number one cause of bankruptcy is medical bills. Somebody gets sick, they need a bunch of surgeries or whatever, they can't afford it, and they go bankrupt.
Or they don't even go and take care of whatever the hell they need.
And they die.
You know?
Absolutely.
Seeing fucking athletes, like when fucking Venus Williams went back to playing tennis just because she was saying that like her healthcare shit that she needed is wild. You know, like she's a multi-fucking millionaire, potential billionaire.
You got one of the goats of women's tennis who was like, yeah, I'm out here at age 42 or whatever she is playing tennis because I want to make sure I get my health care. So she had to play out however many events, 3 events a year or whatever the fuck it was. She's like, that's why I'm out here. It's like, damn, man, what a gross system. What a gross system this is. That's so crazy.
You know what got me shook up was, you see the race car driver, Kyle Busch, who passed away?
Yes, it was pneumonia. It was pneumonia, which
I think he had the same shit that I had when I went to the hospital, bro. I wasn't coughing up blood, but like he couldn't breathe.
You went after Texas, you mean?
Yeah.
No, I thought that was an allergy. I thought you had an allergy.
I think they said I had pneumonia though.
Oh, did they? Okay. Well, I guess they would know better. I just assumed it was allergy because we were outside in Texas and like you were breathing in some air, and then that's what made you sick.
It might have been pneumonia. It turned into some like bad shit, but like that shit he was 41 years old, man.
Yeah, but you went earlier than he did to the hospital. That's the big thing, bro, is you went, like, you knew something was wrong, you went to the hospital, then they're able to take care of it. Because if you have pneumonia, it should just be antibiotics, should just fix it, you know? Yeah. But, like, he went when he was too late. Like, it already became sepsis, I guess, and there was nothing they could do.
Yeah, that shit is fucking crazy. It makes me think that, like, I got to go get more of my, like, skin shit checked out. Like, I have, I think, a little, like, mole here or some shit. Like, I got to do more.
Go to the dermatologist. Yeah. Go to the dermatologist. Yeah. Like, but the other thing is, and I'm all in on this shit. COVID made it so that our immune systems the slate got wiped clean. So if you noticed, after everybody had COVID, for the next like 2-3 years, people were getting sick all the time, left and right, with everything.
Because we were in our house, not like getting any germs or something?
No, because COVID wiped out your immune system. So as soon as you got back out into real life around other people again, shit just started spreading around like crazy. And even though you had immunity to these things, like maybe you had the flu when you were a kid and you got immunity to it. But COVID, once you got COVID, it wiped that shit out so you could get the flu again. So like all these illnesses you had built up immunity to over the years, now you don't have immunity to that shit. So for the first like 3 years after COVID, I don't know about you guys, but in our household, we could not go 4 weeks without somebody being sick and then passing it around through the house.
Really?
And then there have been studies that came out that basically say that like COVID almost has like a HIV AIDS effect on your immune system where it just wipes the slate clean, where like you can't, well, I guess like you can regain the immunity, right? If you get the shit again, but like you have to re-get all the shit you got as a kid. So all of a sudden it's like I'm back in fucking kindergarten or first grade and we were getting sick all the fucking time. Didn't you have that in your household? Was everybody getting sick or no? We definitely had that in our shit. Everybody was getting sick all over the place.
I kind of don't remember, but I don't think like we had too much COVID in the crib that spread too much. Like Molly, I think said that I don't think we had. So like,
oh, you're fucking lucky as fuck. Everybody had that shit.
I might have had it, but like I didn't think it was that bad. You know, like I don't think it's.
Oh, COVID wasn't bad for me either. Like I first of all, I was vaccinated. I think I got vaccinated and had one booster, and that was it.
Yeah, I think I got the 2 shots and then the booster,
and then one booster, and that's it. I feel like most people did first vaccination, 1 booster, that's it. And then
Remember
older
you had
people.
to carry that fucking like card around with
Hard,
you?
I do remember that. Yeah.
What a
But
time.
I'm with you that COVID didn't affect me that bad. Like I was it was just like a regular cold for me.
Mhm.
But what fucked me up was that after that, we kept getting other illnesses. Like it really fucked my immune system up in the long run, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just wild. And the new shit kind of scares me because I think they said there was a case in New Jersey or some shit, and I'm kind of close to New Jersey.
Oh, hantavirus?
Yeah. I think they said
Nah.
someone like there was the people on the cruise that had it, I heard. And then like randomly there was just like one person in New Jersey who wasn't even on the cruise or any connection to any of that shit that got
Oh
it.
no. Oh no.
Is I don't know what that person was doing or how unlucky that motherfucker was, but like
We're so fucked, man. Like, I don't know if you've been seeing these articles, the Super El Nino shit. I covered that on my show.
no, you said that last week, but that's the weather?
Yeah, so Super El Nino, they're talking about that could potentially lead to like famine and drought and shit like that, and
Oh,
like
God.
increased rain events and flooding in certain areas and drought in other areas. Like, and like at this point, it's like, yeah, we've already fucked the climate up massively. We're not even trying to do anything to fix it. Like that shit is probably going to happen, isn't it? You know?
And it's kind of weird because it's like when I drive and I see all those like it's I kind of in a weird way I'm on Trump's side with this shit when I'm driving through like Indiana or something like that and I see all those fans fucking spinning. I'm like, those shits ain't doing shit, man. Like you don't waste your time putting up these fucking fans that is like solar powered energy and all this shit. Like
What fans? What are you talking about? You lost me.
you ever drive through like real fucking like rural towns and it's just like those big ass fucking like poles and they've got the fans that like
Oh, you're talking about wind turbines for
yeah,
wind
yeah,
power.
yeah.
Oh,
Is that
nah,
shit
you're
doing
bugging.
anything?
You're bugging. Of course, wind power is like a one of the best ways to get renewable energy. We don't have to rely. Bro, we have an oil and gas crisis right now. The number one thing we should be doing is
Everyone's shitting on me for that.
yeah, we're not knowing those shits. The number one thing we should be doing is having renewable technology. You know why? You know why Trump hates it? It is the crazy story. Here's why he hates it, bro. He hates it because, and everybody can fact check me on this. He has a golf course. I want to say it's in Scotland. He has a golf course, and he bought it, and it was already like a well-established, like well-known golf course. And the government there put windmills like on the coast, like off the coast in the water. And like if you're playing his golf course and you look out in the water, you can see the windmills. And he hates how the fucking windmills look.
How that shit
and so
looks.
that's what led to his whole crusade. He goes out there and he says, the windmills, they drive the whales crazy. The whales lose their mind. The whales want to kill themselves when they hear the windmill. It kills so many birds. It kills so many birds.
It
like
probably does kill mad birds. Imagine having some big ass shit in the fucking sky that's just fucking churning. If I'm a bird and I'm flying through that bitch, it's a fucking wrap for me. Like I kind of fuck with him on that shit. Like
no, we're still
having
wind,
Super
bro.
Ninos and shit, and they're putting all these fucking windmills up. Like clearly those shits aren't working.
No, we haven't done nearly enough, bro. We've done like the bare minimum on windmills. Trump
Like
didn't
people
Trump
think I'm
sign some
fucking
order?
bugging here, but like no, like what are those shits doing?
It can. Oh, here I'll put it this way: if we put enough of those shits up, we can power your house without needing to use oil, gas, or any other form. Like we could use solar power and wind power in order to like power the energy grid. Like I'm telling you, that's the way. That's because like in a moment like this where gas is almost $5 a gallon, any smart country would be doing that. We'd immediately be building fucking wind power, you know?
If anything takes up mad space, it's those shits though. Like those shits take up mad fucking space. Like granted, yes, those are better than building a fucking AI.
Have you seen the solar
data
power
center.
things? You know what the solar power things look like?
Yeah, like when I've driven on the highway and like just seen mad.
They almost
solar
look like
panel shits.
almost like mirrors or something like
Yes,
that.
yes,
that
yes,
reflect.
yes.
Yeah,
I mean, I
do
see
you
them on
think
top
that's
of
ugly
people's
or no?
houses, and yeah, those shits are fucking hideous.
Yeah, but would you rather have that or pay $5 a gallon for gas?
Oh, I'd rather have those shits.
Yeah, of course. Build those shits on my fucking face for all I care. Like, let's fucking fix this problem, dog. What are you talking about?
I guess people, yeah, like I mean, it looks like a fucking eyesore. Like we've thought about putting solar panels on our roof because, like, you can. I think they replace your roof, so you get a new roof, and then they put the solar panels on them bitches. But I think someone was saying, I don't know, like you end up still paying like the same amount of money because, like, I don't know what the reasoning was, but like you got to pay for the solar panels and it still ends up being the same price as like if you didn't have the solar panels or some shit?
It's probably like you pay more upfront, but then later on you end up saving.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to have the upfront cash to do the shit. You know who has solar panels? Will, my friend Will.
Jed has, I think, solar panels on his shit too.
Yeah, and it came with the house. Like he bought a house. This is years ago now. I want to say maybe 2017-ish. He bought a house, and it came with it, and it was like the top of the line at the time. And he showed me that like they get like 50% of their house's power comes from the solar panels.
Yeah.
So we're thinking about getting them here too. By the way, we feel like because apparently Virginia is really good in the sense that there's not many rules around it. Like if you want to just put them up and have that shit do your shit, like it's fine. In some places they make it so that like you have to get some percentage of your power from the power grid, and you can't just do all solar.
Oh, see, that's stupid as fuck. Yeah,
it is fucked up, and that's like the power companies having fucking control over the government, basically. But here we're decent. I think we have like no rules around it really. So we're thinking about putting those shits up here. That could be smart,
Yeah, I mean, we cut down a bunch of trees, and I gotta pee in a second. But we cut down a bunch of trees in our house, so we get mad sunlight on our house.
Oh,
where they were saying like we'd be a good candidate for that shit.
Would save you money in the long run.
I think that like it'd be worth it for sure. And I think they redo your roof, which is another good thing because I think we need a new roof eventually too.
Bro, those are expensive as fuck. I definitely get the solar panels. Because the roof itself, just doing the roof is mad expensive. You might as well do the solar panels and get like the upside in the long run,
Yeah. I gotta take a piss real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, go for it. Let me pull up real quick. I don't have the link up to the podcast, but let me go to it real quick. Oh, here we go. Corin's World. Shut the fuck up, Kyle. I hear myself in my own ear. We've already passed the threshold. I live in SoCal. They've had turbines out by Palm Springs since I was little. If they didn't work, why are the guys sold? I don't see the rest of that. You need to educate your boy, Kyle. Listen, man. That's Corin's Corin, bro. Like there's no you could only aim him in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? You could aim him in the right direction and then let him be. But that's just his gut reaction. His gut reaction is like the windmills are ugly, the fucking solar panels are ugly. But as I said, like I don't give a fuck how ugly they are. Like this shit is, especially in this moment, it's our ticket out, bro. Like it's our ticket out from this fucking hellscape that we live in right now. Think about how much better off we'd be and how much money people would be saving if we had that all across the country. If we had green and renewable technology all across the country. I know people are yearning right now for electric cars. Crystal actually has an electric car, and we feel very thankful over that. And she had it before this crisis, but like so many people are like, I can't afford my fucking gas. This shit is way too expensive. Like I got to conserve it and everything. So we'd just be so much better off if we had more electric cars on the market, if more people owned electric cars, we had solar, we had wind power, we had geothermal, like all that stuff, People
call me MAGA and shit, acting like they don't drive by a house with solar panels on there and fucking think that shit looks hideous. That shit's not saving nothing, bro. I'm telling you, our world is fucked anyway. So like you might as well not put them big ass fans up in the middle of the fucking grass and pretend like that shit's saving the world.
At this point, I'd be in favor of going so hard in the other direction that it's like, let's straight up ban fucking oil and gas cars. Let's mandate every car be electric. Let's mandate everybody has solar and wind. Like at this point, since we already fucked everything so hard, I'm ready for like a hard break, bro. I'm ready for like, nah, we're going authoritarian left. Now we're going like, now I'm going to make you motherfuckers do the right thing. Like I'm more like that now.
That'd be nice. Imagine forcing, MAGA fucking big truck driving people to get some solar power.
But what you do is, this is how you do it. What you do is you say you can't buy gas powered cars anymore. Like we're done. Yeah. So like, yeah, you could keep, if you want to keep your fucking 2017, whatever Ford or Silverado, Chevy Silverado, like you can. But when that bitch dies, then you're gonna get an all electric shit. Like you have no choice. Like that's what you do. You say you could keep it, but for purchasing, you can only get this shit.
That's actually not a bad idea. And I feel like always initially people get mad at shit, but then eventually they're like, okay, we just get used to it. It's the same shit when they
Seatbelts, bro.
legalize marijuana. Yeah.
I'm sure when they came out with seatbelts, I would have been one of those assholes that's like, you're restricting my freedom. Like, I want to be able to sit how I want to sit. Why are you telling me to put on some shit? I'm not a baby. Like, but now in retrospect, everybody's like, yeah, seatbelts, of course. Like, they're just seatbelts, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of that, do you always put your seatbelt on?
I think I do. I think I'm used to, but here's where I did change. I used to always put my blinker on no matter what was going on. Now, if there's nobody around me, I'm definitely not using my blinker.
I'm not really a blinker guy either. Yeah, I think I've
Yeah.
kind of transitioned into a non-blinker. Like occasionally I'll do the quick shit where I'll do it and then put it down, you know? But yeah, I've also turned into, on a highway, even with people around me, I kind of don't use my blinker, which is kind of fucked up because
Yeah,
that's
that
like
one's
one of the most
fucked up.
annoying shit.
Yeah, that one you got to be careful on that one because like there is a practical reason for them whenever there's people around, you know.
Yeah, we had a boy. I think I've said this in the past, Mike L, who you've been to his house. I think you like injured yourself in his
Poked my eye out with a hockey stick.
He used to, when we would drive, when he would make a right turn, he'd put his left blinker on and he would do the opposite shit. And I was like, bro, that's fucking dangerous.
OD dangerous.
Like, real quick, I had a couple things before we get to some super chats, but I texted you and Bobby, but Trump was in my fucking neighborhood.
Crazy.
Week,
you told me they had to let school out early to accommodate him.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
So I live in Rockland County. He went to Rockland Community College, and it's crazy because what I saw on social media and what I saw on the news was they showed large lines and they showed only a certain viewpoint from the college, and he was in the gymnasium, and it looked like there was mad people. It looked like there was a huge line, and it looked like it was just like chaos. But then I spoke to like a buddy of mine who had a friend there, and he was like, dude, there was like nobody in the crowd, and it was tiny. And actually, if you watch behind him, there's like a family there, and one of the sons is in the back, right behind Trump. And he goes, we know that family. And if you watch, he's like yawning the whole time during his speech. And he's like, we know that guy. So apparently it's not what the news put out. Like it was a very small venue. There weren't that many people, and people were kind of like not really fucking with what was going on.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
I got duped, man, because at first I was like, yo, like people are really rocking with him out here. Like the way they portrayed it was like it was fucking crazy. But apparently it wasn't like that.
No, New Jersey, first of all, suburban areas hate him now. Second of all, New Jersey definitely doesn't like him.
You don't think Jersey likes him?
No, Jersey's a very blue state. Yeah, it's a pretty blue state. Yeah. And like I said, if you're suburban, if you're educated, if you're suburban, and that's what that area is, area you live is pretty educated and pretty suburban, like no shot, bro. He's at a 32% approval rating. He's even now underwater with like non-college educated white people, which were his bread and butter is like non-college educated white people. Now even a majority of them are like, I fucking know, I don't like this because they can't pay for shit. Shit's too expensive, bro. You know, like that's, I'd like to say, it's the Epstein files or it's the war. Like, no, it is people can't afford shit. And they're pissed about that, you know?
Yeah, and it's kind of weird. Like, I was on the side of maybe people are trying to fucking assassinate this motherfucker, but now every week this shit happening where it's like very unsuccessful and doesn't turn into anything is almost like, what's going on? Like, why are they trying to trick you into some shit?
And how fast was
at the White House?
How fast was he out there? Like, we need the ballroom.
Yeah.
And again, this proves we need the ball. Like, what the fuck are you doing? First of all, the guy got 2 inches towards you and then got lit the fuck up. Like, there was no prayer for him. How
was the guy close to him? Did the guy
no, they got 2 inches towards the White, like walked 2 inches towards the White House and then got lit the fuck up. He was nowhere near Trump, nowhere near anybody.
Was he talking about the ballroom again after this most recent?
Immediately.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, like you're at this point, you're begging people to give their theories, you know?
Yeah. I'm not going to front. I mean, like it kind of put the whole area on. It was kind of exciting a little bit to have him come to our area. As weird as that sound.
Fucking,
I don't know. It was kind of like the president is coming here, although he was like Donald Trump. Like there were some people that like were excited about that shit.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Yeah, no, definitely fuck them. But there were a lot of protesters too. There's this one corner that I always drive by that they had mad signs. One dude was dressed up in a fucking Captain America outfit.
Oh my God.
They had like no king shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. You showed me. You sent a picture. You showed me two sides of the street, and on one side was the No Kings people, but it wasn't. To your point though, like your boy's point, if there weren't that many people at the rally, there weren't that many counter protesters either. I feel like everybody's just over him.
Yeah,
everybody's just like fuck him. Like I just fuck him. Just get him out of sight, out of mind. Shut the fuck up. You know.
He did weirdly unite because where I'm at, there's a lot of Hasidic Jews. So he kind of united the Hasidic Jews and like the biker crew. Like there was a biker crew that was driving down the road.
I can see that. Those are the two demographics that still love him.
It was very weird because there were the Hasidic Jews walking on the sidewalk in like a fucking pact. And then there was and I'm driving down this way. And the biker crew was coming this way. And they were like, bam, bam, bam. And the Hasidic Jews were like, so they brought those two people together in a weird way, which kind of like
classic.
Is like two people you don't expect coming together.
The last people left on the Trump train, the Hasidic Jews and the fucking biker gang people.
It's almost like what was that movie where it's that skinny ass white dude and that big ass black chick in the movie?
Oh, was it Shallow Hal? Yeah, was it Shallow Hal? Is that shit?
No, I don't think it was Shallow Hal. Damn it, what the hell was it? Regardless, I think they're coming out with a new scary movie like 17.
Was it Norbit? Maybe it's Norbit.
No, what the fuck was that? No, it was something.
Norbit does have a skinny dude.
That type of scene?
I think it was Norbit. Shout out to me for getting that shit.
Was it Norbit?
Just type in Norbit and look at the first picture that comes up.
Let me see.
Nerdy ass dude, fat ass woman.
I feel like it wasn't Norbit. Let me see.
They might say in the chat. Chat might know what you're talking about. Road trip? Road trip.
Yeah,
you're thinking of road trip. But low key though, Norbit fits the bill too.
Yeah, Norbit has some shit too. Yeah.
But road trip. You're right. I know what you're talking. I know what scene you're talking about. With road trip. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, this was. Oh damn. Oh, this guy. But I'm just getting pictures of random stock photos of people on a road trip together. Damn, I wanted to pull up the photo, but that was like a classic road trip.
Yeah, that was Tom Green, right? When he took the rat and he was like,
yes, yeah. I think did he actually eat that shit?
He put it in his mouth. He didn't eat it. He didn't swallow it, but he put a rat in his mouth. He was a crazy motherfucker back in the day, man. Prime Tom Green was nothing to fuck with, man. He was like the original troll, the original like prankster guy, you know? Yep. Like he birthed Jackass. He birthed everybody on YouTube that's a prankster. Like he was the original troll, you know?
I actually see a lot of him now recently. Like he's on social. Like I think he kind of is just in Canada, like on his farm, just keeping to himself type of shit. But he seems he seems pretty like progressive on.
Oh yeah, he's a lefty. He's Canadian, and Canadians are smart, you know.
He seems like some dude that would like come on Crystal and Kyle and Friends and like talk about politics or some shit.
He might. That'd be crazy to me because he was like.
He was legendary.
He was legendary, especially when I was a kid. My sister would watch him, and I was like a little too young. But then she let me watch it a little bit, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is kind of fucking hilarious."
Yeah.
And as I got older, I was like, "Oh, this guy's the man." So yeah, I wouldn't say I looked up to him because I'm totally in a different field, but like I respect him as an entertainer in ways that like I don't respect many people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's kind of weird because like what he did was kind of funny in the sense where he was pranking people, but now I watch people on Instagram that like go to Walmart and just fuck with people, or like one guy was at a furniture store today and like his whole thing was like, "Hey, what's up, motherfucker?" And the guy was like, "Excuse me, what'd you say?" And like every sentence he said ended with motherfucker, and the guy was like, "You got to leave the store." And people in the comments were like laughing, and it's like, "Yo, this guy's so frail." And I was like, "No, like don't do that shit, man. It's not funny."
Yeah, you can, in a weird way, even though I love Tom Green, you can say that he opened up the door to shit like that. Because, like, he moved the line at a time when nobody was moving the line. And so it felt like, oh, this is, like, really fucking out there. This is, like,
Sandler
really
did
edgy.
That shit a little bit.
Who'd you say?
Adam Sandler.
Oh, Adam Sandler, yeah. But now it like, led to other versions of it, to your point, that feel, like, less tasteful than what he did. You know, where it's like, nah, this is... It crossed the line to just not funny now, you know?
Yeah. Like prank calls back in the day. Remember Crank Yankers?
Of course, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like prank calls is kind of funny because it's like...
I was never big on that. No, I was never big on that. But that show was pretty big when it was out.
Crank Yankers was big, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I also don't like when the radio will prank call like a boyfriend or something like that.
That shit is so fake. There's nothing more annoying than like the fake ass radio voice.
It's the worst.
Hello, it's JJ and the missus, and we're over here in Oakland, and we are sucking everybody off. Everybody call 913-728-suckmeoff.com. Like,
you know who's been on Z100 for mad long is the dude Elvis Duran.
Is he still on? I thought
He's
he'd be
still
dead by now. Bro, what the fuck?
He's still on the air. He's on the air, and there's some corny ass lady that has like some generic ass corny voice that laughs at everything he says.
Oh no.
They're the worst. And occasionally, like, I'll just have Z100 on my radio, and like they're talking about some bullshit, and then they have like some college frat boy who'll chime in and say some dumb shit. And then I'll always try to go to, I think Charlemagne's on 105.1 now.
Mm-hmm.
He actually does some good interviews, man. Like he actually presses people on shit.
For sure. But like the Elvis Duran shit is just so outdated. The way that they talk, the way the whole show is, it's all the energy is so fake. I just hate it. It's just so bad. I can't watch it. I can't listen to it.
But those prank calls were the OG, like pranking people. But now I guess it's fucking. There's one guy I see on Instagram who'll always put something on the top of his car in a grocery store and drive away. And then people will be like, hey, man, you got pickles on your car. And then like he'll just show everybody saying like you've got pickles on his car. And like the first time I watched it, I was like, that's kind of funny. And now I'm like, that's kind of annoying. You know?
Yeah, stuff like that. It's always a fine line between like this is funny and like what is wrong with you? You're a fucking idiot. You know?
Yeah. All right, I got a couple things, but I'll just ask you one and then get to super chats. But
and real quick, it's 36-27. The Knicks are leading already by 9.
Oh yeah, it's a rapski for the Cavs, man. They're fucking phoning it.
All right, which is the best way to cut a sandwich? Uncut, diagonal, horizontal, vertical, torn, quartered. All right. Well, first of all, I feel like vertical and horizontal are basically the same ass shit. You know what I'm saying?
Last point. I did not think about that.
That's the same shit. You could just narrow that down to one. You know what I'm saying?
Very good point.
But okay, so here's my answer. If I'm making the sandwich, and I'm curious your thoughts on this. If I'm making the sandwich, I'm not cutting that bitch. I'm putting on what I want to put it on and just eating it right away.
Really?
Yeah, because it's a whole ass extra step between the sandwich and my mouth for me to like put the stuff on and then cut it. Like, why would I waste that 5 seconds to cut it when I could just start eating the sandwich right away?
I feel like it's almost like this is more recent for me, but I feel like it's more of a mental thing. An uncut sandwich, I feel like I couldn't finish as opposed to if I cut the shit and ate both halves. I just feel like it's mentally harder to finish a whole sandwich that's uncut as the one that's cut, if that makes any sense.
I'm 100%.
You can house the whole shit.
100%. Because again, that 5 seconds it takes for me to cut the shit is 5 seconds wasted before that sandwich gets in my mouth. Like if first of all, if I'm making a sandwich, I'm hungry as fuck. Yep. You know, like, because I'm lazy. I'm like a last minute type. Like I won't think about food until I'm starving. Then it's like I got to eat right now. And so if I'm making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or some shit, I will immediately put the peanut butter and jelly on that shit and just house it instantly. In fact, let me ask you this, because this might even be more extreme of a comment. I won't even toast that bitch. I'll just take the bread straight out the shit and just put the peanut butter and jelly and just eat it like that. Like I won't. In fact, I'm liable if I'm gonna do anything to it instead of toasting it, which could take a grand total of like 2 minutes. I might put that bitch in the microwave for like 20 seconds. I might do that just to make it hotter but still fluffy. You know what I'm saying?
On some OD Chinatown Canal Street, like hood ass shit to throw your sandwich in the microwave. I've never even heard of that shit because
telling you, bro,
like then your meat gets all hot, and that's like
shout out to this person. Somebody says ADHD be like that. Shout out to that person. It probably is my undiagnosed ADHD that makes me do that shit. But for real though, like somebody says I'm an absolute savage, bro. It's like I'm hungry, right? I'm hungry. I want to eat. Let me do it real quick, and then if most of the time I'll just eat it like it is. And in the small percentage where I'm like, let me heat this bitch up, I'm like, okay, let me put it in the microwave for like 15 seconds or 20 seconds and then eat it. I'm not going to sit there and wait 3 minutes while it's in the fucking toaster. Are you crazy? I'm not doing that. I want this shit in my stomach, you know?
Yeah, but the difference between a microwave and a toaster oven with bread is that's on some psycho shit, bro. That's on
just heats it up, dog.
Shit.
It just heats it up a little bit. That's all.
But I don't want my deli meat to be hot. And that, like, you make your deli meat hot, throw it in the microwave.
Oh, I definitely want it. I prefer it hot. Yeah, I prefer it hot. I'm not a big cold
bread hot, but I don't want the deli meat hot.
Here's another hot take. I'm not a big cold sandwich person. Like, I kind of always want that shit heated up a little bit, you know?
Well, it depends on what. Like, cold cuts is cold cuts for a reason.
Yeah, but I'd rather have, like, if I'm having like a ham sandwich or some shit, the ham tastes a little better if it's heated up a little bit to me.
Oh,
like, I want it heated up a touch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you lost me on that shit, bro. Like, I'll toast the bread and have my bread crunchy, but that's some diabolical shit to throw it in the microwave.
So which way are you cutting it?
I think diagonal is the only way to go.
So you're going diagonal and you're toasting it every time, or no?
Not every time. No, I'm with you on the, like, sometimes I'm just taking it out the bag, putting the meat on there. But I can't have my deli meat on any type of warmth, because then to me it just is like slimy and like feels like it went bad or something.
To me, cold meat always feels like an inferior thing. It always feels like this isn't supposed to be cold. Like, if it's meat, it's supposed to be warmer. You know?
Get behind that, yeah.
Yeah, so I've always felt like I want every sandwich to be as close to like a chicken parm sandwich as I could get, which means I want it to be hotter. You know, like, always make it hotter. Like, ideally, every sandwich would be toasted. Every sandwich would be warm on some like Quiznos type shit.
Yeah.
But like, I'm going to do it probably the hood ass way of just, I'm popping in this shit in the microwave and I'm not cutting it, you know?
So you're going uncut and your first bite is like one of the quarters on that bitch?
Yes. But I will say that whenever back in the day when my mom would make me a sandwich for like lunchtime when I was in like elementary school and shit, she would cut my shit like horizontal. She would cut it horizontal, and she wouldn't. I don't think she would toast it, but it'd be like peanut butter and jelly, and it would be cut horizontal. That's how she would do it for me.
I think horizontal is standard. I think diagonal is if like you're trying to like impress yourself type of shit. You know, like diagonal has a little bit of.
It looks fancier. It looks
fancier. Yes.
Yeah, it's got a thing to it. I've never torn is weird.
Torn is super weird.
Quartered is kind of weird, but
it's like childish shit. Like, it's for a child.
Yeah, but also I could see them doing it if you're like having a big event and there's sandwiches for everybody, but like you want to make more sandwiches out of the sandwich, so you cut it in fourths, you know?
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so wow, I think I knew you as an uncut guy.
Facts. Yeah.
I can never. I cut my hamburgers now because it's like I feel like mentally I can eat 2 half burger over a full shit.
It's funny you say that because I actually just had a burger before we came on air and before the cat fiasco, and Crystal cut her shit in 2, like you're saying, and I just had my shit not cut at all. Yeah.
But you're a beast when it comes to eating. Like, you'll just house some shit if you're hungry.
It's true, man. Like, I never thought of myself that way, but you put me around other people and literally 95% of the time I will finish my meal before they finish their meal. In fact, most of the time I finish my meal before the other person gets halfway through their shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to eat fast, but again, it's that thing where like I don't think about food and I don't care about food until I'm very hungry and then I want to eat everything right away. And so that's where that comes from, is like if I just ate when I wasn't as hungry, I'd probably eat slower. Yeah. But like, since I'm hungry every time I eat, I'll just house that shit.
Yeah. I respect it. I got one more real quick for you.
Gym shorts under our jeans was a wild era. I still kind of do that from time to time.
Same.
Yeah.
I wear shorts under all of my, like swishy pants, sweatpants. I'll always put a pair of shorts under it. I don't know what the reasoning is.
Yeah, you've always done that. I don't do it as often as you do it, but I feel like I've done it. It's sort of a practical thing from time to time. If like I'm going somewhere, it's a little chilly out, but it's going to get warmer. Like, I want to get the option of wearing the shorts. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know why people think that's weird, you know?
I've also seen they have like cargo pants now that you can unzip into some short shit.
Oh, that's weird. I don't fuck with that.
I don't fuck with that either.
Nah.
But that goes to our same argument of like, if it gets too hot, you could turn it into some shorts, but it's weird in that sense.
Yeah, don't do it that way though. That's like, just take your sweatpants off and have shorts on underneath, you know?
It almost reminds me of, you ever been to Bass Pro Shop?
Yes. Yeah.
Isn't that just such a random ass store? It's like a fake ass Dick's Sporting Goods.
But there's something about it that's kind of cool though. It's like hillbilly heaven in there, you know?
It is. They have like a fucking fish pond in that bitch.
And you got rifles, you got
everything,
fucking fishing shit, you got all sorts of shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I respect it for what it is, but that shit's almost like a cult. Like they sell like Bass Pro like hats and shit like that. Like people love that shit. That store is a religion.
Nah, it's kind of a cool ass story. In the same way that like you go to a Buc-ee's and you're like, oh shit, I'm in a Buc-ee's right now. You kind of get that same effect in Bass Pro Shops. Like, oh, they're not fucking around in Bass Pro Shops, you know?
Yeah, that's true. And people who work there are like really passionate about that shit.
Yeah, they know all sort. Whatever you got to ask them, like they know the answer. When it's like, shit. I need a particular bait for my fish. Like they know. Oh, I know. I got you exactly what you need. You know.
Yeah. I guess you're right. I've been to Dick's Sporting Goods. I'm like, hey, where are the batting gloves? And the guy's like, I think they're over here in the baseball section.
Yeah.
You go to Bass Pro and you're looking for some fucking squid shit for your fishing rod. Like, motherfucker's gonna tell you 17 variations of what that shit is.
Yep. You want the 1/8 shit or the 1/6 shit? I got you right
facts.
Here. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Speaking of that shit, you don't fish, right? Have you ever gone to fishing?
When I was a kid, my dad had a little fishing boat on the Sound, and he would take me out there. We'd go fishing for bluefish and we'd go fishing for stripers. And so I fished as a kid. I've been fishing in Montauk like 2 or 3 times. We did some like deep sea shark thing, and
you like that shit?
I've been fishing. When I was younger, I liked it, but as I got older, I didn't like going on boats at all. Yeah. So I'm not big on it, but I can see why people like it. There's certainly something about it that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's on some calming shit. But I'm to your point. I don't like being on the boat. I get a little
seasick. Yeah, that's no fun. Yeah. That's no fun.
All right, let's get to some super chats, and then we'll get to this
super chat time. Having looked at the different, shout out to Wergenman, thanks for the $10. Having looked at the different holy books, I see a lot of common ideas. For example, karma in Hinduism, and God saying in the Bible / Quran, everybody is paid back for what they have done. Interesting. And yeah, I guess those are kind of similar, aren't they? That makes sense to me.
Wergenman came through with a lot, so they got more coming up.
Philip Nelson, thanks for the $5. Hey, Kyle, do you still think that Confederate statues should be put in a museum, or should they all just be destroyed? That's a good question. Yeah, I kind of think maybe we should destroy them now, because obviously the Confederacy never actually went the fuck away, you know? And like that's what they did with the Nazi symbols. They just blew everything up. They were like, fuck this. We're just going to get rid. We're not going to save it. We're not going to put it in a museum, because then you feel like that's going to become a hub for new Nazis to go and like pay their respect. You know? So like, yeah, blow that shit up. Fuck them. Fuck the Confederacy. B Fred, thanks for the $10. CIA Abigail Spanberger does not look like such a progressive governor after she recently vetoed a series of base bills by the VA legislature, including one to legalize marijuana. B Fred, that's exactly correct. And in fact, I'm doing a segment that drops tomorrow on exactly this, about how she betrayed everybody. She came out of the gates looking good, doing like paid family leave bills and raising the minimum wage, and then she just she vetoed like 10 bills in a row that she was like fucking dead wrong. So yeah, I'm going to talk about this. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
Thanks, B Fred.
Organman, thanks again, bro. In the Quran, it mentions how it feels like birds swim in the air, like how we feel on an emotional level, that everything is held in balance by different forces. That balance proves that there is an intention. That definitely continues with another one.
Yeah, he's got, here.
Intention behind life, because what is behind all the forces, and why do they go together harmoniously? Like how musical sounds have a balance to them. They can feel exciting, heavy, loving. There's an ultimate, perfect emotional balance to attain, which is another similarity between religions. That is the goal of a saint, a person of perfected character in Hinduism, Catholicism, and Islam too, in a form. Yeah, I agree with you. From a secular perspective, I would argue that that's like an energy thing or a vibes thing or a flow thing. You know, like you want to tap in and hit a flow where you feel like you're truly being yourself and you're being empathetic and kind, and, you know, everything's sort of harmonious. There's like a secular way of looking at that too, but for sure I can see what you're saying from the religious perspective as well. Thank you, bro.
Thanks, Wergman.
Philip Nelson, thanks for the $10. And it never fails to amuse me that evangelicals complain about people hating Christians, and yet they don't even bother to look in the mirror and see they're the problem. Yeah, the evangelicals are kind of crazy, because you would think that they'd be out there trying to like feed the hungry and put a roof over the head of the homeless and like help people out, but it's like literally the opposite. All they're doing is judging people and yelling at them. So totally agree with you, bro. B Fred, thanks again, man. It gets more difficult to maintain friendships as we age. How have you two managed to do it living so far apart the past few years? It's a good question. I mean, we text pretty much every day, so just having a text chain going nonstop, I feel like that's sort of a big deal. Having the podcast is cool because we get to talk and you guys get to watch and shit as well.
Facts.
So it's just maintaining an open line of communication, and the trick is you got to be friends with somebody who it's not work to talk to them. You just want to you just end up talking to each other. You know what I'm saying? You can't be like thinking of some shit to say and then they're having to think about how to respond. It's just got to be some shit you just say.
And I respect what Kyle has to say, man. He's my fucking political North Star of whenever I have a question or need advice or curious about something. So I've always looked up to him as someone who's fucking super knowledgeable on everything that he knows on, not even politics, but, just insight. I remember I said this in the past, but I used to text girls in high school and text Kyle on yo, what do I say back to this shit? And he would hit me with some gangster shit that sometimes, most of the times, got positive responses. And it would sometimes just be yo, don't even respond. So he's a fucking wealth of wisdom.
There's not much work in a true friendship. It just flows. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
That's how it happens. So it's not like there's not other people who I've sort of we've fallen out of contact because it just doesn't flow as easily. It is what it is. But we're the type, I don't have 1,000 people I'm close to. I have 4 people I'm really close to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
That's what I would say is, you can be acquaintances with a lot of people, but you want to be friends with probably a small number of people,
Yep.
And that's how you get true friendships. But thanks,
100%.
Thanks, Fred. Appreciate it. Real Bright Yellow, thanks for the $5. Appreciate you. Lord of the Viltrumites, shout out to you, man. Thanks for the $5. Prediction: a revolution in the USA will look more like the Purge than the French Revolution. An eruption is coming, a unique eruption like none prior. That is very possible, my friend. That is very possible, this path that we're going down at the moment. I've always said that we have too many distractions to actually have a revolution, but that theory is really being tested with how much they're really spitting in people's eye, Yeah. Oh, by the way, Cor, real quick, Knicks, 16-0 run in the last 4 minutes. It is now 46-26. The Knicks are up 20 points.
Yeah, it's crazy the fucking run we're on. It's
it's ridiculous. It's they're not even, this is absurd. They're doing it every game.
We might even steamroll the West. It's almost whoever's put in front of us. Right? We could put the fucking 96, 98 Bulls in front of us, the Warriors, and we'd fucking beat them.
It's crazy how tapped in we are, man. It really is. And shout out to our coach, man, Mike Brown, because I was a doubter for a little bit there. I was I don't know. When we lost some games to the Hawks, I was nah, he fucked up. Tibbs wouldn't have lost these games. I bowed down.
Cat for a while, Cat.
Yes,
remember when he
didn't know how to plug Cat into the system. Yeah, but Cat went to him and said, "What if I played some point forward?" And they unlocked that, and then all of a sudden, Cat, boom, Beast. It was back to prime type shit,
Beast. Kind of sucks because I try to get tickets to the NBA Finals, but I think it's going to be a wrap skis for sure.
Bro, that shit would cost 18 quadrillion.
I try to go routes to get a free ticket, but I think that won't even work out.
Yeah, even the free route's not going to work. Kyle, Trump isn't going to nuke Iran or anyone. He is all talk. Empty kettles make the loudest noises. Stop falling for the clickbait headlines and posts. Lord of the Viltrumites, I feel like you bring this up every week, and my response is always the same. Even if he doesn't end up doing it, it is insane, and it should be illegal for the president to be threatening nuclear annihilation on a regular basis. Even the president doing it is not normal. This is not normal. I don't know if you realize it, but you're effectively running cover for him by making this argument. They're oh, why are you overreacting? As if I'm the problem for reacting to the president being an entire civilization will die tonight.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't kill an entire civilization, he shouldn't be making that threat. That
it's
is
a husband saying, I'm going to murder my wife every single night.
Yeah,
and it's
not
well,
he didn't actually do it. It's okay, but he shouldn't fucking be saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. What are we talking about here?
Exactly.
So you gotta sort of flip the burden there because it's on him, dog. It's not on me. He needs to stop being a psychopath. And the other thing is, he also might do some crazy ass shit. He's already done some crazy ass shit. He's already bombed schools and hospitals and all sorts of shit. So don't be so sure that oh, we're good. No, he actually is unhinged and he actually does have the ability to do horrible stuff. So let's keep that in mind.
Some real news. Let's see what they're feeling today.
Here we go. Some real news. I disagree that Bernie would win in 16 and 20. U.S. not ready for socialism. He lacks charisma. Isn't a fighter like Zoran. Need all three. Is Medicare for all still possible? For sure, Medicare for all is possible. It's just a matter of the fight. And, you're up against powerful lobbies when you take on that fight. But, everything is impossible until it's done, right? It was impossible for women to get the right to vote until they did. It was impossible for black people to have civil rights until they did. And rinse and repeat for every single big victory we've ever had in this country. So it was impossible for like, the Soviet Union to fall until it did. Was it possible? The sun never set on the British Empire until it did. So like all this stuff is possible. It's just a matter of like running through the tape and actually fighting for it and not taking no for an answer. And I disagree.
Bernie
I think
would have won.
I do think Bernie would have won personally, but you can't really be on the left unless you believe that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that Hillary was like uniquely positioned to lose. Patrick Kling, thank you for the $5. Question for Kyle, big fan. How much of the online commentariat and even your own persona is kayfabe? None of it. I would say none of it. Everything I say is something I believe. In terms of when I'm on air, sometimes I need a little assistance from from caffeine or whatever other substance in order to get me going a little bit in the morning when it's time for me to talk. Like sometimes I'll get on air and I just feel I don't want to run my mouth today. Like I just want to fucking sit here. Mm-hmm. But so like I might need some chemical assistance in order to sort of get my mouth moving. But in terms of the stuff I say on air, for sure, it's all 100% what I believe and 100% from the heart.
Facts.
Comic book chat. Thanks for the $5. Do you believe the theory that powerful families like the Rothschild and the Rockefellers control the world? Some of the theory seems to hold weight. Well, my theory is a little different than that. My theory is like the Epstein class and the billionaires run the world, basically. Mm. And, to what extent do these old billionaire names, do their families still have power? Maybe some of them. I'm not sure. It's like a case-by-case basis thing. You'd have to look at them. But like capital runs the world. And capital is the billionaires. Capital is the mega corporations. Like they in many ways are more powerful than the governments because they control the governments, right? So it's like the answer is like yes and no. Right. What's that? What'd you say, Cor?
The Kennedys, they're doing all right.
The Kennedys were never a billionaire family.
Not billionaire, but like politically, I feel like if you have Kennedy in your last name, you're going to get some recognition regardless of who the fuck you are.
Well, yeah, and if you were, the Bush family was a big like dynasty right. And shit. Unfortunately, I think the Trump family is going to become one, and that like Don Jr. can fucking win some office for some dumb shit from Republicans. So, like, yeah, there's big political dynasties, but even they are subservient to capital. They're subservient to billionaires. They're subservient to corporate power. And so the answer is like kind of yes and no. It's a little bit of an outdated mold because you're just using the names of the billionaires of like yesteryear from a previous generation and saying they run the world. It's like, not really. Some of these families probably fell off. They don't have as much money. They're not as active in politics and in business and shit. So like, yes, billionaires run the world, but this is like 2 generations ago billionaire names, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, fact.
Sherman, thanks for the $5. The replacement of 100% with facts is worse than anything else we see in our world in its current state. Also, we need a new tour video. Yeah, we should do a new tour. Next time me and Corin are together, we'll hit every single fast food place and kill ourselves. But 100%. I'll go 100%. Let's do that shit. Appreciate you though, bro.
Thanks, sir.
Wes Nelson, thanks for the $5. Pizza is better lukewarm or cold, not hot. Your thoughts? I'm a fan of pizza in all of its forms. Pizza is one of those things where if I have it cold, I don't feel like I'm missing out at all. Whereas some people say, oh, like cold chicken is okay. Like, yeah, but not as good as cold pizza. Like if I'm going to either have cold chicken or cold pizza, I'm going cold pizza every time. But I definitely would not say lukewarm or cold is better than hot. In fact, my preference is hot, but if it's not hot, the others are fine.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I prefer it hot, but lukewarm or cold could still get fucked up.
Shock guy, thanks for the $5. Someone found the clip of Fox attacking you. Since YouTube won't let me send the link here, I posted it on our Kyle Kulinski. Will you do a video on it soon?
Oh, did you ever find the video?
I did not, but they're saying they found it.
Because didn't they say the Humanist Report did a video on it or some shit?
Oh, that's right. I didn't end up looking for it.
Oh.
Fox News clip. I've never been on Reddit before, like literally ever.
That's Serena Williams' husband.
Oh wait, I think I found it. No, this is the face mask. Somebody posted the face mask thing. You know what? I'll just look. Let me actually type it in so I remember. I'm gonna look at Humanist Report. I'll find it. Can you guys tell me what was the video Humanist Report? Hold on. I just got rid of our thing. What was the video what was the title of the Humanist Report video, y'all? That has that clip in it. Let me know so that I can just pull that shit up and find the clip. Billionaires influence elections more so than people. Humanist Report did a video on it. Somebody let me know in the chat what the title of the Humanist Report video is. That had that in there so I could pull it up. because I can't find it on the Reddit thing, and I'm not about to try to fucking do that. But I will if I can find the Humanist Report video. I'll use it. I'll respond to it.
Oh,
Fox News host rants about losing friends over Trump. Fox News host rants. How many days at Fox News host rants? I'm looking.
The Knicks are up by 29. Jeez.
Oh my word. Oh my days. It's
What
ridiculous.
the fuck?
I don't see the Fox News host. All right, whatever. I don't see it. I'll look for it though.
Yeah.
I'll look for it. If I can find it on Humanist Reports thing, I'll do it. All right, where were we? Diego, thanks for the $5. Massey lost because of Israel lobby money is pure cope from populist Republicans. Massey almost raised as much money as his op did, 18 mil to 14 mil. Oh, that's interesting, Diego. I never saw anybody mention that, break that down, give the numbers on that. I mean, it's definitely a big part of it, right? Because they funded the ads that made him. They like accused him of having a threesome with AOC and Ilhan Omar or something crazy like that.
Damn.
Like, it was definitely a big role. But to your point, though, because I think your broader point, Diego, is that it 100% is like it's a Trump thing, right? Like Trump getting involved, being like, fuck him, like kick him out, and then all of his little sycophants doing exactly that. So, yeah, you have a point there. It is, if they're just blaming the Israel lobby and not Trump, it's 100% like they're just trying to cover for the fact that Trump has a fucking cult and like their boy lost and Republican voters are not on the same page as their boy. Like the Republican voters, if Trump says don't release the Epstein files, they're like, bet, don't release the Epstein files. Trump says let's do war in Iran, they're like, okay, let's do war with Iran. So yeah, it's a cult. But shout out to you, man. I'm David Robert. Thanks for the $5. Did you watch the 90-minute takedown of As Mein Kampf from the Birdman? I did not watch the 90-minute takedown of As Mein Kampf from the Birdman, but I'm happy somebody's out there doing the Lord's work. Case Sutherland, thanks for the $20. Very kind of you. Kylito, you got to ante up on your Chucky Cuck Schumer impression. Your voice has got to sound like a constipated Willow Ptarmigan when you say, oh my God. Do it just like one time, and I'll write you in for president in 2028. Chuck Schumer, oh my God. There you go. There's my
like
Chuck
an
Schumer.
old Jewish grandma from Florida.
Wes Nelson, thank you for the $5. Kyle, when are you going to cover the podcast of the two greatest minds of our time in Joe Rogan and Mark Andreessen? You know, Wes, it's a good question. You know what I think I did? I think I saw a good video on it that I forgot to cover. I'm happy you brought this up because what was it? Was it Podcast Cringe? I think it might have been Podcast Cringe. And it was like Joe Rogan's a sellout to billionaires or something like that was the title.
Who's Mark Andreessen?
Yeah, Joe Rogan is a billionaire puppet. You know what? I'm probably gonna cover this on not tomorrow, on Wednesday. He's a billionaire asshole, bro.
Oh, really?
Like a real fucking douche. So anyway, expect it on Wednesday. I'll cover that on Wednesday because man, God, that guy's the fucking worst, bro. I swear to God.
He's and they had evil. A chat?
Yeah. Fucking Rogan invites on a new billionaire like every month.
Yeah,
and this guy's the second time he's been on there. And he's just a total fucking piece of shit. Like a totally loathsome asshole who basically was arguing for like mass surveillance on his show. And Rogan just sitting there and gobbling it up because now he's in the club. He's, buddies with the Epstein class. So here we are. Trent Meehan, thanks for the $5. I'm a Cavs fan, so congrats on the sweep. Kyle, have you considered a video ranking Dem likelies for 2028? Love from Ohio, y'all. Well, shout out to you, Trent. I appreciate it, and thank you for taking the loss with patience and kindness. I'm not so sure me and Corin would be able to return the favor. I haven't considered doing a video like that, but perhaps as we get closer to the election, I might do like a ranking thing. I'm not quite sure. If I feel like there's too many that are too close, I probably won't do it. But if I feel like there's a very rigid hierarchy, then I probably will do it, Cole, thanks for the $5. I know they're saying we were one vote away from ending the Iran war, but would Trump have actually listened? Because I have doubts. It's a great point, Cole, and it's a concern I share as well. However, if they do vote to end it, and he still continues it, that's only more fucking, fuel for the inevitable trial against him, So no bad can come out of it. Only good can come out of it. But to your point, he probably would blow them the fuck off initially. Wes Nelson, rate Brogansphere hate YouTube channels. Too lazy, American Redact, Podcast Cringe. I mean, it's a good question. I would say it varies. Whichever one are the most or the furthest left one. There's one that's like kind of, you could tell he's a lefty. That guy's number one. I don't. Is that American Redact? I'm not sure. Probably go American Redact, Podcast Cringe, Too Lazy to Try would be the order of this one in particular.
Thanks, Ross.
Diego, thanks for the $5. If Israel lobby money is so powerful, how come anti-Israel Democrats are winning their primaries? Ours don't want to admit that the problem is their voter base. Yeah, you make a good point. However, there are instances still. Although you're right that like the Israel money is not like indicative of who's going to win in a Democratic race, it still in some instances makes a big difference. So it's still an issue. But yes, to your broader point, you're correct that like Republican voters are the problem. And like when you look at the polling of Republican voters, it doesn't matter how many Palestinians get murdered on TV. They're still, I don't care. Whatever, that's cool. We're down with that. So, but shout out to you, Diego. Appreciate you, man. Sherman, thanks for the $5. Both of you build your ideal pizza with only up to 3 toppings, not including cheese/sauce. So what I usually get like bacon and peppers and maybe like onions on the shit. I fuck with that.
I put like some chicken parm and like a penny vodka. Or vodka sauce has been popular for me. They put like the vodka sauce and some like mozzarella cheese on that bitch. Banging. OD banging. But like a chicken parm or just regular cheese.
Warzy, thanks for the $10. Just graduated college, so it's only downhill from here. Can't stand the Knicks since I'm from New Jersey and I'm a Sixers fan, but y'all are the real deal, son. Good luck in the finals. Also, fuck Tappan Zee traffic. Well, shout out to you, Warzy. We appreciate that, man. And we're soaking in the Knicks experience right now because we haven't had it. I was trying to think, Corin, did we even know each other in 1999 when the Knicks got to the finals last?
I don't think so.
No,
because I don't think I moved to New Rochelle then at that point.
That's crazy.
Still Hartsdale. Yeah, which is nuts.
So the last time the Knicks were in the finals, me and Corin didn't even know each other, man.
Yeah.
And we've known each other for like our whole lives, it feels like,
Yeah.
That's crazy. 1999, bro. That's so
It's
crazy.
Nuts. And shout out to you because he still calls it the Tappan Zee Bridge, but now it's actually
that's real shit.
The Mario Cuomo Bridge.
No, real ones still call it the Tappan Zee Bridge, bro.
Facts.
I respect that. I still call that shit the Tappan Zee Bridge.
Same.
My mom will say, Tappan Zee. Like, if you lived in that area for a while, you call it the Tappan Zee. You don't call it the fucking Cuomo Bridge. Fuck out of here.
To name a bridge after yourself too is kind of like so fucking arrogant.
Well, it's after his dad who was governor, but still,
true.
like you can't name a bridge after your dad. That's fucked up. Other people got to do that shit. You can do that shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Cole, thanks again, man. Kyle, you previously made the point in 2020 that Bernie's not a democratic socialist, but a social democrat. Do you think that's the case with Zoran? It's a good question. I mean, I kind of do think that the way all of them govern is more social democrat than democratic socialist, right? Because it's not like he's like democratizing every workplace in New York City, which would be more of a democratic socialist thing to do. It basically like the difference between social democrat and democratic socialist is like social democrat still has elements of capitalism where still like running the economy, right? And you balance socialism with capitalism. Whereas democratic socialist, there's more socialism than capitalism, right? That's how I would sort of parse it out or define it, even though, you could take issue with the definition, but that's generally how I think of it. And like the way any lefty in America governs, even if they're already elected to office, you have to function within the confines of the system that exists. And like, so you're going to be more of a social democrat than a democratic socialist. You could be a communist and get elected and you would still functionally be more of a social democrat because you're contending with capitalism on a daily basis. So yeah, I would say they're both more social democrat in terms of how they govern. In terms of what they want ideally, there might be a difference there. And they both might be democratic socialists in terms of their ideals,
Thanks, Cole.
Official Vornin, thanks for the $5. Corin, can you say Meals on Wheels 5 times? Kyle and Corin, you should set up your own program that delivers bowling alley style food. Never clean the fryer, bro. That shit would be so good. When you don't clean the fryer, bro. Insanely good. And now, Corin, you got say Meals on Wheels. Go for it.
Meals on Wheels. Meals on Wheels. Meals on Wheels. Meals on Wheels. Meals on Wheels.
You sort of freaked it,
bro. That kind of sort of freaked it. Shit.
Yeah, you did. I'm gonna give that to you.
I just went bowling yesterday, and
oh shit.
Oh, there's a little bug here. I can't even clap my hands together.
Yeah, you can't. You gotta be careful.
The chicken fingers at bowling alley are fucking phenomenal.
Amazing.
French fries at bowling alley are phenomenal.
Amazing.
The one shit that's not good at bowling alleys is pizza.
Good ass point. Yeah.
No good.
Good ass point. Yeah.
But bowling alley chicken fingers, next level.
Out of this world.
Yeah.
They haven't cleaned the fryer since 1989, son.
Exactly.
Yep. That's right. Bums in Blue, thanks for the $10. Like the earlier start time, Kyle, how you get a blank NBA jersey. Corin must have the hookup, hoping the Knicks win, because if they win, Giannis will come to the Lakers because the Knicks already got a ring. That's sort of a good point. I think you're
Giannis
probably
is
right
definitely
about that
going
Giannis
somewhere,
thing.
yeah.
Oh, Giannis is definitely going somewhere. He wants to go to the Knicks, but yeah, like if the Knicks win at all, then why would the Knicks
blow up
take
their
them?
roster?
Like,
Yeah.
But I mean, we would, to save money, we would blow up the roster, but you're not saving money by getting Giannis. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this isn't an NBA jersey. If you're thinking this is a blank NBA jersey, it's not.
It looks like a soccer jersey, low key. It looks like a Team USA soccer jersey.
It's just a regular ass shirt from Nike.
Is it a tank top or
no? I have sleeves.
Oh wow, I like how they do that color tone with the black sleeves.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. The earlier start time, unfortunately, is just because it's Memorial Day and Molly's there to take care of the kids. But we'll be back to normal time next week, 8:30 next week.
Facts.
Shot Guy, thanks for the $5. When Trump dies, which would bother him more in hell? Annual celebrations of his death or fading into irrelevance? Would you celebrate yearly or not? Probably not yearly. Once he's gone and it's out of sight, out of mind, like I never want to think about this motherfucker ever again, except to do post-mortems on how we ruined everything. Yeah. And I think what would make him more upset is fading into irrelevance. I think he knows that some people are going to celebrate his death, and I think he's okay with that because there's some sort of a reaction there. He wants any kind of a reaction. To have no reaction is the thing that he would hate the most. To just be viewed as useless and irrelevant is the thing that would drive him the most crazy because he likes being the center of attention all the time, whether it's good or bad attention.
Seeing like grown ass men like get giddy over him come out and like do his little like he did like a little like YMCA variation dance this past weekend is like kind of weird, man. It's just so weird.
I always said this about Trump. Trump is kryptonite for old white men.
Yeah.
Because he's what every old white man wishes they lived in a world where they could say what they want, they could do what they want, they could be the boss, everybody could listen to them. Mm-hmm. They didn't have to like temper anything they said or care about anybody else's feelings. And Trump embodies all of that. Yeah. He says what he wants, he does what he wants, he doesn't care about anybody's feelings, he's unhinged, and like it's like Trump is living vicariously for them. Like they want somebody to live for them in the way that they want to live. And they're jealous when they look at him. And so they look up to him like he's a god. So he's old white man kryptonite. I've always said that about him.
What'd you think about the Giants quarterback opening up for him?
Fuck that guy, man. Fuck that guy with 1,000 dicks from hell. What a piece of shit that guy is. Seriously, what a piece of shit that guy is.
No, I agree.
Yeah, like I hope every fucking, black teammate he has takes a shit in his cleats,
like the star linebacker came out and was just like tweeted, did you see it? It was like, what are we doing here? Some shit like that.
I didn't see that, but shout out to that guy, bro. Yeah. Shout out to him.
Yeah. Abdul Carter.
Wes Nelson, thanks for the $10. Most overrated fast food is Five Guys. Hell no. The burgers are decent, but for the price you pay for them, it's not worth it. And I don't want to hear, but you get a lot of fries. I go for a burger, not fries. Bro, you're tripping. They could charge me any amount they want for that burger. That burger is next fucking level to me, dog.
Yeah, Five Guys
next
burgers.
Fucking level.
Mad good. Yeah. I think, if anything, and we've said this in the past, the Shake Shack burger is a little overrated.
I agree with that. If anything, the Shake Shack burger is a little overrated. In-N-Out's phenomenal.
In-N-Out's phenomenal. Mm-hmm. Five Guys phenomenal, and Whataburger's ass cheeks.
I've only had one, and it was like way after it was bought for me, so I can't even comment on that one.
Yeah, true.
Y'all better win the chip this year because the Pacers ain't letting y'all pass the East next time. Keep telling yourself that, bro. Tyrese Halliburton now weighs like 7,000 pounds.
Exactly.
Reaction to medicine, and like he's not going to be the same player. But
yeah,
I hope we win it. I hope we win it. I do feel bad for him too, actually. But I really hope we win it. And imagine we got ourselves a little dynasty in New York. Imagine we have that.
I don't even want to get ahead of myself. But like, if they win the championship, New York is going to go insane. You got to come for the parade.
I'll tell you this. The last time I cried.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to cry.
Last time I cried over a sporting event was when Tiger Woods won the Masters in 2019 after how fucking 6-pack surgeries or whatever the fuck it was, seeming like he was out, he was done. It's a virtual guarantee I'll cry if the Knicks win. I almost cried when they won the NBA Cup. I almost cried when they won the NBA Cup. The eyes were sort of welling up a little bit, I was smiling ear to ear. Like, if they win the NBA championship, oh my word.
I think this is the first year too that they're bringing back. Remember when they put the NBA Finals logo behind the on the court? Like, I think they're bringing it back this year, which is going to be legendary on Madison Square Garden's court.
Bro, the ticket prices are so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
It's just not fair.
Das Bos Fleisch, thanks for the $12. Hi, Kyle. A few weeks ago, my X account has been permabanned, which is very interesting because my only activity was liking your tweets, which they popped up when they popped up on my lock screen. Oh, shit. Well, that's disturbing.
Yeah.
It's good to know that I'm on the shit list for the disgusting billionaire asshole who runs it. But appreciate that, man. Sorry about your account. Hope you get a new one. Erica CM, thanks for the $5. California here, been watching Kyle since 2016. I'm seriously considering not voting because I don't feel okay voting for a billionaire. All the candidates suck. Erica, I love you and I appreciate your comment. I would implore you to vote for Tom Steyer. I would vote for him if I was there. He's a class traitor. The only good billionaire is a class traitor. He's a class traitor. Think about it like this, right? Xavier is definitely way more corrupt. The Republican Hilton is a Republican. Like, there's no way you can support a Republican in California. That's crazy. And it's guaranteed. I'd literally say it's guaranteed that Tom Steyer is going to be better than Newsom, right? Like, I think there's no chance. Even if Steyer's lying about half of the shit, he's still going to be better than Newsom. So think about it that way. Think about it like this is a massive improvement from Newsom. That's how I would think about it. So I would definitely go vote for him. He could use every vote. It's close. And I'm telling you, I don't think you'll regret it. Okay, nice guy. Thanks for the $5. Why states like Kentucky are difficult to elect Democrats at the national level, but easier at the local level? It's a great question. Okay, nice guy. They have the history in Kentucky. And Crystal would honestly be better at answering this question for me. But I believe in the past, they even voted for them at a national level. And so there are like Democratic institutions there. They're kind of strong. Like the Democratic Party there is strong. And I guess they struggle at a national level now, but, you know, they win the governorship relatively often. They win state races all the time. So, like, because of their labor history, and because in the past they voted for Democrats, there's still enough strength among the Democratic Party there where they have a decent chance. But it'll be really impressive if they can actually flip, you know, senators. But that's a long shot. But that probably explains it. It's just their history and their labor history, and in the past they voted for Democrats, and so there's still some element of Democratic support there. Field Inspector, thanks for the $5. What is the difference between between democratic socialism versus social democrats versus national socialists? Well, national socialist is Nazism, literally. Like Nazis were called national socialists. So that's a far right-wing ideology. Social democrat is basically like the left flank of a capitalist system where like there's capitalism that runs the system, but you temper it with like universal health care and free college and a living wage and regulations and all that stuff. And democratic socialism is like a post-capitalist philosophy, which, you know, really highlights the socialism over the capitalism. So democratic socialism would be the furthest left. Social democratic would be still within capitalism, but the left flank of it. And national socialism is just something totally different. It's just Nazism. It's just far right shit. So that'd be the difference. Mohit, thanks for the $10. Do you prefer Knicks versus Spurs or Knicks versus OKC? Also, do you think there will be a bigger fallout from the MAGA grift machine now that Ashley St. Clair is airing out all the tea? Potentially, to your last point, potentially, I can see that. It's funny you asked this question. Me and Corin actually talked about this last week. And I said I'd rather play the Spurs because we beat the Spurs already in the NBA Cup, so I know we could beat them. They also have a weak bench.
And they're you know, beat up a little bit too. A lot of their guys are kind of like injured.
Yes. So like,
but
for
also
all those reasons,
it almost at this point doesn't even matter the way we're playing, and it's almost like whoever the fuck is there. And I just said the Spurs. There's that storyline of Wemby potentially, you know, like whereas the OKC to what we said earlier.
We also have. I also said the Spurs because we have the Wemby stopper and Mitchell Robinson, right? So for all those reasons, I like the Spurs. Mm-hmm. But Corin said OKC, and his argument kind of swayed me a little bit because he said Wemby's the golden boy. The NBA is probably going to want him to win chips. They might want to start now, right? Whereas OKC, they already won last year, and they're kind of the villains of the league.
Exactly.
And so if it's the villains versus the Knicks, the good guys, the NBA is going to want the Knicks probably over the OKC.
100%.
So like, based on that, like if everything was fair and even Stevens and I could trust that they're not rigging it either way, I would rather have the Spurs.
Spurs, yeah.
But if Corin's right, then and it's a little more kayfabe type, like WWE type shit, then OKC actually makes more sense. So I guess to Corin's point, like either one is fine because right now we're on a heater that like nobody's ever seen before.
Don't even matter who we're playing.
Yeah. Thoughts on sortition? It's where ordinary people are randomly selected to serve as politicians rather than being elected. That's kind of interesting. I mean, I would say it's better than what we have now because of the immense corruption of what we have now. But in terms of an ideal system, I think it's far from ideal. So I don't. It's better than what we have now, but that's all I'll say about it, which isn't saying much. It's like being the tallest kid in kindergarten, you know. Okay, nice guy. Thanks for the $5. Recently began saying these people, Trumpers, are evil. You kind of sound like the people who couldn't realize Trump is evil. No shade to you. Recently began saying these people, Trumpers, are evil. You kind of sound like the people who couldn't realize Trump is evil. No shade to you.
I don't know what that shit means.
Appreciate the $5, bro. Thank you.
Thanks,
you,
okay, nice guy.
Lizzie Bennett, shout out to you. Thanks for the $5. Never mind secular talk with Kyle. Let's make spectacular talk with Corin a thing. Might call in sick if Knicks make it to the finals. Go Knicks. Hell yeah, Lizzie. Let's go. Yeah. We love that. Big Mouth Sand, thanks for the $5. How do you think the Knicks match up with either OKC or the Spurs? If you face the Spurs, who is guarding Wemby? Mitchell Robinson. OG, he could also guard him too from time to time. Definitely not Carl. Yeah, agree. Definitely not Cat or like Wemby will cook Cat, but OG, Mitchell Robinson. If you do the matchup, again, I think Spurs have a weak bench. They're kind of banged up, and we have some Wemby stoppers, so we match up well with them. With OKC on paper, the matchup is a little tougher, especially because they get foul calls all the time and they beat the fuck out of the other teams, and we don't get the calls. So, yeah, I would say overall we match up better against the Spurs.
Yep. Thanks.
Mark Lawrence, thanks for the $20. What's up, gents? Crazy shit going on, especially in Cali. Watching that with great interest. Wonder if they will consider liquid nitrogen ventilation or neutrino-based liquid scintillators to fight it. Also, go Knicks. Love you guys. Love you too, Martin. Appreciate you, man. And, yeah, you know, I also was wondering if they were going to use liquid nitrogen maybe to like try to cool down this chemical leak thing, but I don't know.
I saw that. Is that the thing by Disneyland or something?
Yes, but I don't know if that actually works. Like if that's the first thing that came to my mind is they're trying to cool it down with water and it's not working. And my dumbass mind went, what if we use liquid nitrogen? Like what if we like froze it, you know? But I didn't know if that's a stupid thing to say or not, so I didn't even bother saying it when I talked about it, you know? But from what I read, it looks like it's definitely going to blow at some point, and it's just a matter of like limiting the damage. So I hope they can figure some shit out, but I'm not hopeful, you know. Wes Nelson, thanks for the $5. Y'all see the interview with Jillian Michaels and Sam Cedar. She is what the future of America is going to look like if we don't get a handle on AI. I did see that, and I feel bad for Sam because she's a fucking idiot. And yeah, it was rough. It was rough, man. She's literally using AI in the middle of the debate. Like, are you fucking kidding me? What a sick joke this is.
She was like Googling AI shit, like on
she
her
was
phone,
AIing shit in the debate during the debate. Insane, just crazy. Seth White, thanks for the $10. There's an interview of a couple months ago where Mehdi interviewed Esmail Bagayi. Obviously, Mehdi kicked ass, but fans seem to turn against him. Did Mehdi go too far, or you think he did good? I didn't see the interview, so I can't really comment on it. I also don't know who Esmail dude is, but appreciate you, Seth.
Thanks, Seth.
Bells Leon, thanks for the $20. Here's some help for your AC. I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. I work in a school's kitchen, and it'll be 90 here in Minnesota. But 9 days left, or Minnesota or Maine, but 9 days left. I keep telling myself that. Damn, bro. That's crazy, dog. 90 degrees. That's insane. I don't even think it's supposed to be that hot here. We're supposed to be hotter here than where you are, but I'm about to read everybody.
My daughter's school doesn't have any AC either. So some of these old schools don't have AC in it. And
they're tripping. They're tripping. Yeah. That's crazy. That shouldn't even be legal. So we got 75 tomorrow, then 81, 79, 77, 73, 72, 77, 74, 75. So
kind of normal.
No, yeah, that's actually, if anything, that's a little cool. It should be like 80 these days, you know?
90s OD, though. And if you're in the kitchen,
facts.
Shit. I know you'll be sweating in that food and shit like that. Them kids are going to be getting dumb sick.
100%. Zora Sapphire, thanks for the $10. You're Valenti VOD's ambassador here. Message from Chris today is, what the fuck is going on? Tell him we have passed a point of no return, and what the fuck are we supposed to do? Much love, Corin. Thank you. People are looking at me for answers, man. I don't know if I'm the one to provide them. I agree. We're watching fucking hell in front of us. Fucking demons now run the world and run the country. Arrest them. That's like, arrest them. You know, gotta elect the right people and then arrest these motherfuckers and try them for the 1,000 crimes they committed. We need some new Nuremberg trials.
Thanks. Thank you, Zora.
Okay, nice guy. Thanks again. What's always upset me is how corrupt lawmakers and elected officials have been intellectually evil for years. The words they use for laws they pass, justification to take away from have-nots, evil. Indeed. Agree completely. Thank you. Okay, nice guy. Nick, thanks for the $5. Kyle, after seeing Massey lose his primary to the MAGA cult, I'm a little worried about Tallarico and my Blexus after all the racist gerrymandering. Yeah, so I'm actually not worried in terms of whether or not he would actually win. I think he's going to win. What I'm worried about is fucking Greg Abbott just flat out rigging it and stealing the election and like sending in the National Guard and shit. That's what I'm worried about, is like them stealing it. But I've never been more certain that Tallarico is like actually going to win on the merits. It's just a matter of will they fucking seat him? You know, that's where I'm at right now. But yeah, I agree. If you're in Texas, you live in an authoritarian hellhole, and they're going to do everything they can to try to prevent Democrats from winning, period.
Yeah, that gerrymandering shit is wild.
CK Progressive, thanks for the $10. Trump's pushing Congress to pass the Sunshine Protecting Act for permanent daylight savings time, but only if Kyle forgives him for everything else he's done as president. I'm joking on that part. You know, I did see that tweet earlier. I didn't look into it any deeper, but I was like, damn, if he does that, the one thing I agree with him on this second term.
He's trying to pass some shit?
He's saying he would sign permanent daylight saving time, which is something I've always wanted. Because if you have permanent daylight saving time, then it always stays lighter later. So like the sun wouldn't set at like 4:30 in the winter anymore. It would set at like 5, which is like acceptable. You know, like I can deal with that. You know,
we'll be past that shit.
Yeah. So anyway, that would be great if he actually did that. Not really. Rachel Atwood, thanks for the $5. Just got back from my 20th college reunion. Got to say the class of 26 kids are all right. Also, Free Zakaria trolled all those AI nerds in his speech. Well, that's what's up. Love to hear that. Love to hear that. And 20th college reunion. Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, we're coming up on our 20th high school, right?
That's right. We just had our 20th high school. I don't know if they actually got a reunion together.
They're trying to plan some shit, but it's been a fucking hot mess. It's like there's a Facebook group chat, but some weird fucking guy is like infiltrating it with like trying to sell T-shirts or some shit. Like it's so weird.
Oh no! Oh,
it's so bad. I think I left the group. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah, well, we wouldn't go to that shit anyway.
Yeah,
you know,
it's so hard to organize that shit too.
And also, our high school was too big. There's no like. You know, you have like some semblance of class solidarity if you go to a school where it's a reasonable size. Our school was just way too big to do a fucking whole thing, you know?
They had people, I was like looking who's in the group, and I was like, I don't even remember that is that a real person in our grade? Yeah,
mad people were probably like, I never knew this person
exactly.
ever. And they were in my class, you know?
Yes. Yeah, 100%.
QC man, thanks for the $5. Dumber right-wing attack. Plattner in the porta potty or Tallarico not having a manly breakfast burrito order. They're at the bottom of the barrel with both. Yeah, and that's why both of them are going to fucking win, you know? Like they're both going to get the most votes without a doubt. I love that they're trying to go after Plattner for jacking off as a Marine in 2005. Like, are you kidding me? What a ridiculous thing. Every Marine's jacking off, you fucking idiots. Jesus Christ.
Wait, what happened?
So, you know, Graham Plattner, who's running for Senate, and he's running in Maine. He had like a long history of Reddit posts that, you know, that his political opposition dug up and tried to use against him. And one of the things was like talking about how he would jack off in a porta potty when he was a Marine, and like people would draw pictures on the porta potty wall that would be like
every
vaguely
Marine was doing that shit.
Of course, what you got nothing else to do, and also like
that's some regular. Everybody does that shit.
Yeah, you still got a nut every now and then, dog. Exactly. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You should be thankful. Like, I'd rather have them beat off all day than go shoot innocent Iraqis. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the shit people think that is gonna like be a bad thing is like, no, we all do that shit.
Yeah, of course. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, nice guy. Thanks again. On arming local nationals overseas, when sending weapons, is it possible that's done on purpose to create a war in the future with that same country? Yeah, for sure. I mean, military-industrial complex makes a lot of money the more like war there is everywhere. So for sure, I could see that being a part of it. Absolutely. I mean, think of like Mujahideen, Bin Laden, all that stuff. Nick McGuire, thanks again, man. Also, I was recently watching a clip of the Vanguard and heard Gavin say he doesn't like Luke Beasley. As far as I can tell, he leans pretty far to the left. Am I missing something? Without really knowing what Gavin said, my guess is Gavin would argue that it's a little too standard resistance liberal Democrat stuff and not lefty enough from Luke Beasley. I don't know if that's particularly fair. I don't watch enough of Luke Beasley's stuff to know if that's a fair criticism, but he certainly codes that way as more of like a, you know, sort of like a Democratic Party loyalist, resistance liberal type and not a lefty type. In order to earn Gavin's respect, there has to be some semblance of criticism of the Democratic establishment. Like you can't just be like anti-Republican but pro all Democrats. Like you have to at least criticize Hakeem Jeffries, Chuck Schumer, the Democratic establishment, point out how they also are somewhat corrupt. Like, you know, that's sort of barrier to entry to get left-wing credibility is you gotta at least do that, right? And I'm not sure Luke does that, although I'm not sure if that's fair because I don't watch his stuff. But that's my guess as to what Gavin would say.
Shout out Vanguard.
QC man, thanks for the $5. Only thing that would suck about a Knicks chip is not being able to enjoy the White House visit. Since Dolan is GOP, I think they'll get the invite.
I'm gonna be mad at seeing who goes to the White House.
I don't think they will go, bro. I don't think they would go.
Mitchell Robinson's gonna be in there with his country music and big ass truck.
I can see
pickup
Mitchell
truck.
wanting to go, but I can't see Jalen wanting to go. I can't see Josh Hart wanting to go.
I think Josh Hart has retweeted some Fox News shit.
No.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, I know Shamit is a Breaking Points fan.
Oh, that's gangster.
Yeah, he posted some Instagram shit that was.
If they win the chip and you get Landry Shamit on Breaking Points or Crystal Kyle and Friends, that'd be what's up. That'd be so dope.
But Jalen strikes me as he's too good of a person. Like,
no, Jalen wouldn't. But
there's no way, bro.
Yeah,
like,
but I don't want to think about who would go because then I'd just be
know.
like, it'd sour the championship a little bit.
It absolutely would, 100%. CK Progressive, thanks for the $10. Take it with a grain of salt, but according to Christopher Armitage, Clarence Thomas could get charged with felony tax fraud in Virginia for failing to report all income on his tax returns. Thoughts? Oh, that'd be awesome. That would be phenomenal. I hope that's true. That's all I'll say about that.
We just sent in our taxes, and Molly works in Jersey, but we live in New York, so Jersey hit us with the, like, you sent in too much money, and now you need to verify. Like, it's like they automatically assume that you're lying on your tax shit, where it's like,
yeah.
Can you give me the benefit of the doubt and just assume that, like, we're not lying?
Bro,
like, she's got to, like, go into some office and, like, verify shit.
Bro, they tried to get us to pay, like, $20,000 more. And Crystal sent it to our accountants, and they were like, no, you don't have to pay it. They're wrong. And then they contacted the IRS and was like, no, you guys are wrong. They paid this already.
It's lucky she did that, because there's people that probably just see that shit and pay it.
The IRS was like, oh, yeah, you're right. My bad. It's like, no. You can't be doing this to people. You can't do that to people. You can't. Find me 20 grand. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Find me 20 grand. That's insane.
I think that happened once with a medical bill with us. Like, they just, like, sent it again. Like, they reprinted whatever we paid. And, like, they did it, like, twice. And Molly called and was like, we paid this shit already. And they were like, oh, you're right. You did. It's like, no, you cannot make a mistake on some medical bill shit or some shit that, like, you actually are thinking you got to pay, you know?
In fact, if they ever make a mistake and try to get more money out of you than you owe, there should be a law that they now have to pay you some money.
Yes. Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, they need a law that does that shit. Like, if you try to shake me down on some shit and I find out that you're fucking lying, you need to owe me money. You need to pay me money.
And it's like one of those situations where, like, if I just walk out of the grocery store and you're like, hey, you didn't pay for your groceries, it's like, no, I did. I just was in there. But if, like, I paid for a medical bill, like, at the time of whenever I was there, and then 4 months later you try to hit me with, like, you didn't pay, it's so hard to be like Molly will hit me with some shit like that. It's like, why did you leave this in the car? And it's like, there might have been a reason at that time why whatever.
But now I don't remember.
But now I don't remember what the fuck the reason was. But there was definitely a reason why that shit happened. And now I look like an ass because, like, you know, so it's like, 100%. Damn, fuck them for, like, just assuming that, like, you're fucking trying to cheat them on some shit. It's like, no.
Super fuck them. The IRS trying to get money. Like, fuck out of here. Fucking assholes. Shit, not you again. Thanks for the $5. Where's the Kylan Corbin? His name is Corin. Merch, like cologne, coffee mug, shirts, and stickers. Maybe even K&C branded butt plugs, lube, and condoms. Just saying. We'll get on that, bro. Me and Corin will have a brainstorm meeting. We'll start selling dildos and vibrators and fucking Cheetos and gummies and all sorts of stuff.
Hey, never say never. Never say never.
Okay, nice guy. Thanks again, man. I think last week you said people who look like Graham Plattner relate to him easier. Thanks for acknowledging that. He does have gift of the gab. Yeah, man. I mean, look, sometimes there's this weird trick that short circuits people's brains, right? And it's like, if you look MAGA as fuck, but you say the most communist shit anybody's ever said, a lot of MAGA people be like, yeah, that makes sense to me, because he just looks the part. You know what I'm saying? And like, people don't realize the objective truth of identity. Not that we should react like this, but people unfortunately do react like this, where, like, if you look at a lot of people looked at Kamala Harris, and just the fact that she's a black woman, they immediately said she's far left because she's black and she's a woman. And it's just not true, but, like, that's how she codes. And so, like, everybody needs to factor in that identity angle when analyzing somebody, right? And with Platter, he looks MAGA, so he says lefty shit, but he gets away with it more because he looks MAGA. You understand what I'm saying? And like, people need to realize that it's kind of tougher for some groups. Like, it's like a built-in cheat code if you're a white guy in politics, that, like, you get away with shit that other people don't get away with. Whereas, like, if you're black, if you're brown, if you're a woman, you almost have to go out of your way to be like, no, I swear I'm not far left. I'm not far left. Like, that's how they think, unfortunately. And, like, it's a problem, right? It's a problem that the American electorate sort of defaults to identity-based assumptions. It's a real shame.
Thanks. Okay, nice guy.
Robe thanks for the $10. Do any of you own more than one pair of the same shirt or outfit in case it gets ruined or faded? I can't be the only one. I got 2 pairs of a sweater from the early 2000s and several pairs of vintage robes. So I don't, but I do have like, I am the type of guy where if I like a shirt, I might get that shirt in like 3 different colors, 3 different color schemes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's what I do. But I don't think I have any of like multiple of the same product unless it's like just black t-shirts or white t-shirts.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm a big white t-shirt guy. White t-shirts go with everything. So like, I have multiple pairs of white t-shirts, size large. Some of them have pit stains, some don't, some are fresh. I have like my fresh white tee, my fucking grimy white tees, my undershirt white tees, but that's pretty much the only thing. I won't buy like 2 of something, just cause whatever, so it doesn't get ruined or faded.
QC man, thanks for the $5. Who's the Democrats' James Harden? Katie Porter was Hall of Fame in the regular season, the House, but not showing up in the bigger elections, Senate and GOP. Okay, so I like the Katie Porter one. I'll also go Anthony Weiner, who was like fucking top of the mountain, one of the best Congress people we had amazing clips on the House floor, and then all of a sudden he's like being caught fucking sexting like teenagers and shit and ruining his life. And so, yeah, we'll go with him too.
Yeah.
Lachlan, thanks for the $7. Shout out to Corin for his amazing playoffs call. You should do some NBA commentary videos. Who would you guys prefer to face, Spurs or OKC? So we went through this already, but I said Spurs we already beat and we kind of match up well with them, but also OKC would be the villain against the Knicks. So maybe the NBA would prefer the Knicks over OKC. So I don't know. Either one is fine for me.
Yeah, but also, like we said, the way the Knicks are playing, it almost doesn't matter. But yeah, maybe some NBA commentary videos, but the season's coming to an end, so I would have to do it next season.
I watch a bunch of NBA YouTubers. You could definitely do that shit if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Cartoon, thanks for the $5. Thoughts on Jackson Dart from New York Giants introducing Trump at a rally and him getting backlash from some of his teammates? As a New York Giants fan, this sucks. I totally agree, man. Like, it's just like the dumbest time ever to hop on the Trump train. Like, it is genuinely low IQ to look at this political environment and go, let me show everybody I'm MAGA, just like Nicki Minaj just did it too. It's like, do you guys not realize he has a 32% approval rating? He just protected a bunch of pedophiles with Epstein files. He's doing corrupt schemes on a daily basis that nobody ever even fucking heard of before. The economy's falling apart. Gas is almost $5 a gallon. He's starting illegal wars. Like, you have to be out of your mind to come out of the closet now as MAGA. Like, you are so deep in the cult if you're using this moment to announce your love for Trump.
And also, what do you get out of it? Like, what good is going to come from it, you know?
Totally. I mean, no, like, you literally have to be a cult member to do it. Unless you're Nicki Minaj, they argued, was maybe trying to get a pardon for one of her family members or something. But, like, for this Jackson Dart guy, he's just got to be a member of the cult. He looks like a member of the cult. He looks like a conservative.
I mean, he played at Old Miss. He's from, like, the South.
Oh.
You know?
Oh, his dad is OD racist, I guarantee you.
100%. Yeah, and it's just a weird situation to put yourself in with your teammates and shit like that. Like, and he tried to start like a Giants chant at the beginning of his shit, and it was just dumb awkward.
Bro, it's the NFL. Like,
I
got news for you. The black guys do not love Trump in the NFL, and it's mostly black guys in the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
Like, if they didn't have a fucking target on you before, dudes are going to be hitting you way fucking harder. If you're like a linebacker on like Baltimore or some shit, you're going to be leveling this motherfucker or, hitting them late. Like, it's just, you don't set yourself up well doing this.
And he actually hurt his career because like that can fuck up a locker room. If you come out as MAGA and the locker room doesn't fuck with that.
And his coach probably like Trump too. So behind the scenes, they're probably like, hey man, I respect you for doing that.
But that's different though, because that's the owner. The owners, everybody assumes the owners are right-wing billionaire assholes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But if you're in the locker room, like, you're supposed to be one of the boys.
That's a good point.
Like you can't vibe with us on some shit if you're pro-Trump, you know?
Yep. Yeah, good point.
Big Can of Whoop Ass, thanks for the $5. You guys ever watch King of the Hill back in the day or the Revival? I watched King of the Hill a little bit, never watched the Revival.
I never watched the Revival, and I never really got into King of the Hill either. My dad watches it, and he says it's hilarious. A lot of people say that show is mad funny.
I'll fuck with it. It's kind of funny. It's like low-key funny. Yeah, it's like low-key funny. It's like some shit. You know when is a good time to watch it? Like right before you fall asleep. It's a good thing to put on and just like sort of be half awake but watching it. It'll make you giggle then, you know?
Apparently Bob's Burgers is good too. You ever watch that?
No, but I've heard people suck that show off too.
Yeah, that's one that like people love that shit too.
Black Diamond, thanks for the $5. Kyle, thoughts on Shoe on Heads glazing the alt-right and now obsessively hating on Hassan recently? I think it's clear she's just a right-wing grifter. I still haven't looked into their beef, but has she released multiple videos going after Hassan now? Because that would be insane, especially given the fact that like now Hassan is literally being targeted by Donald Trump. Like it is. Let me look. Let's see. Men goon to you, responding to Hassan meltdown about me. 33 minutes. Oh my days.
Jesus,
the male protector fantasy. It's incel to want to be a father. Again, Hassan in the thumbnail. Oh my word. How do we get? Okay, yeah. Not
Does
looking
Hassan
good.
have any kids?
Not looking good. No, Hassan doesn't have kids.
Oh.
No. But that's a shame. To take this moment to go after Hassan when it's literally like to be fair to her that she did this before Trump went after Hassan, but like literally right now the worst people in the world are going after Hassan. To go after him in this moment, you're just outing yourself as like not on the left. He's unfortunately become like this lightning rod where like it's either for him or against him in this moment. And if you're against him, you're siding with the fascists. You know, it's a real shame. That sucks. Nathan Ogilvy, our boy, thanks for the $5. Good day, boys. Nick F has to be a secret left winger. Why endorse Democrats? Why not endorse a Nazi? Trump is not right enough, so vote AOC. Yeah, all right. Yeah, when I had Young Don on Crystal Kylan Friends, he said the same thing, and he's basically, I just don't believe this guy. Like, what's going on with this guy? Yeah, I mean, it's possible he could be a secret left winger. It is possible. I just think it's all about the theater. It's all about the show to him. It's sort of like a Trumpian type quality. I feel like is the most accurate way of describing it. You know.
Thanks, Nathan.
Big can of whoop ass. Thanks for the $5. You ever heard of Fred Hampton, Black Panther, who created original Rainbow Coalition, inspired Jesse Jackson, and killed and silenced by the FBI in 1960? Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's heard of Fred Hampton. Every lefty's heard of Fred Hampton. So
everybody
absolutely.
except Corin.
Hey, well, you're not really. You're like a default lefty, not like a
yeah.
Facts.
Lefty.
You know what I'm saying?
I've heard of the Hampton Inns.
they're named after Fred Hampton. I'm kidding. Michael Wells, thanks for the $2. Can you shout out my girlfriend Alyssa? Shout out to Michael Wells' girlfriend Alyssa.
Shout out Alyssa.
Penn Taxenstein, our boy, thanks for the 50 Dzax, man. Very
Appreciate
kind of you. Anyone who's forgotten what today is about, take some time to watch the drone footage of USAF combat controller John Chapman and his unbelievable bravery at the Battle of Tucker Gar. It's worth watching. Love you guys. Well, we love you too, Penn Taxenstein. Thanks again, man. Very kind of you to be such a strong supporter of the show week after week, man. We appreciate it. And Corin might get his AC fixed as a result of your very kind donation.
Yeah, I'll definitely get something looked at least. I'll have a consultation. But thank you, bro. And yeah, happy Memorial Day. I mean, it's not really happy Memorial Day. It's kind of just Memorial Day, right?
Yeah, people say, I think people say happy Memorial Day. Yeah, I mean, I think it's sort of, people know what you're saying when you say it, you know? Everybody knows you're not saying, I'm glad all these soldiers died, you know?
Thank you, though, Pentaxis.
Razor Jam, my goodness. Thank you for the $100, man. Very kind of you. Hey, Kyle, did you hear about Hawaii banning dark money in politics? They found a loophole around Citizens United, arguing that corporations derive their powers from states, plus don't have the right to spend in elections. MS Now did a segment. Wonderful news. Indeed, that is wonderful news. And in fact, thank you for sharing this. I think I retweeted something about it, but it's good to know. MS Now, Hawaii, money in politics. I'm going to try to look up that MS Now segment and take a look, see what they had to say about it, because yeah, that's incredible stuff, man. And Hawaii is a very blue state. And what this tells me is, yet again, they're leading the way, right? It's always, you always have like the blue states are the moral core of the nation, and they like lead the way on some shit, and then everybody else has to play catch up. And this just strikes me as like, they really fucking led the way here. And they're showing the roadmap to the rest of the states. Hey, if you actually want to end the corruption, here's the path. Do this shit. And I hope all the blue states do it. But still, I would say, Razor Jam, like, we got to pack the court like a motherfucker, because I guarantee you there's going to be some lawsuits over that shit. And if it gets to the Supreme Court, they might slap that bitch down and be like, nope, sorry, it's a free speech right to spend money in politics. And so you're not allowed to ban money in politics. So my fear.
How do they know which is the dark money?
Dark money is just like, there's certain ways you can spend money in politics where you don't have to report who's spending the money.
Oh.
And that's what dark money is, right? Whereas there's other ways that you spend where it's like you have to report, oh, I took X amount of money from John Stevens and I took X amount of money from this corporation or whatever. So dark money is like, it's like a requirement that you have to, if you get rid of dark money, you're getting rid of the anonymity in the money that's spent in politics.
Got you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Razor Jam. Thanks a lot, man.
VT, thanks for the $5. Up, Kyle and Corin, coming back from Canada after a week. Was listening to your earlier, Kyle, catching up on on the craziness, I want to turn back. Yeah, of course. Turn back, be safe, go to Canada. It's a much nicer place. It's going to be awesome until Trump invades it, though, so be careful. Chief Julio, thanks for the $5. Question for Kyle, a member of the DSA, and they have internal politics up the ass, LOL. Lots of caucuses. Do you think this is good for the organization? I don't know enough about how that functions in order to comment on it, but internal I mean, I feel like it's human nature that every organization has some sort of internal politics and internal struggle. Like that's just sort of the nature of the beast. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You deal with it. But would it be ideal if you could sort of get rid of that? Oh, probably. But we can only do so much within the confines of human nature.
Thanks, Chief Julio.
Big can of whoop ass. Thanks again. Some places give employees a 13th or 14th month's pay, which is a month's salary paid as a mandatory bonus. What do you think of that? Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good. I like that idea. Anything that gets workers more money seems like a great idea, if you ask me.
Facts.
Obama, thanks for the $5. Since I don't have a team to root for, I will root for the Knicks. Thoughts on the NBA expansion? And have you ever heard about the documentary Sonicsgate? I haven't heard about that documentary. Is it about the Seattle Supersonics? Because that'd be kind of cool.
It could be about them losing their team or some shit.
I would definitely be interested in that. And I kind of like the idea of NBA expansion.
Yeah, they're talking about two new teams, Las Vegas and I think Seattle.
Yeah, Las Vegas. I mean, it seems crazy not to do a Las Vegas one. I mean, Las Vegas feels like it's such a hub for stuff like this,
Yep, 100%.
You said Las Vegas and Seattle? Yeah, Seattle could probably use it.
Yeah, I think they have to add 2 more teams, and the owners get like so much more money when you sell a new team to a new market. Like they sell it for $2 billion. All that money goes to like a rev share between the owners and stuff. So like they've all voted for more teams. And Vegas is getting a baseball team. They have the hockey team is doing well, and the women's team does well too.
Really? That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. I like it. I love the idea. But I will say, I really want them. I really hate this gambling shit now. I really feel like it takes away from the integrity of the game. At the very least, they need to ban having these fucking deals with those gambling companies. But really, I think they should just ban those apps, to be honest. I feel like it's ruined the integrity of sports,
It's tough. I mean, even with those Poly Market and all that shit now, like
Kalshi,
you can bet on what
Kalshi,
you can bet on what the commentary guys going to say.
Insane. Mr. Pope's history class, thanks for the $5. Big fan. You should check out Kyle Rabel. He's a progressive Dem running in Texas, his 19th. There's a lot of good Kyles running. Kyle Sweetser. Kyle Seraphin? Kyle Seraphin. Yeah, Kyle Seraphin, Kyle Sweetser. This Kyle you're mentioning. A lot of good Kyles running, so shout out to all the Kyles
running the one we need.
I'm not running. They are. And they're the real deal, so shout out to them. Anthony Grimo, thanks for the $5. Bezos said this because he is fearful and not because he cares. But would it be a good idea to eliminate any tax on the bottom 50%? No. So first of all, they already don't pay that much tax, if any tax. That's point number one. Point number two is they're using this as sort of like a Trojan horse to get to like make us in a totally anti-tax society and to destroy the idea of an administrative state and a regulatory state and a social safety net. So like we got to drop. Katie Porter did this running for California governor too. Like, oh, I'm going to eliminate all taxes for the bottom 50%. And it's like, we got to start making the progressive argument, which is, yeah, you might pay 2%, 3% in taxes if you're in the bottom 50%. Here's what that money's going towards. It's going towards healthcare. It's going towards education. It's going towards, paid vacation time or whatever it is. So I don't like this like sort of race to the bottom idea. And that's why Jeff Bezos is doing this, Tarun, thanks for the $50. Read this in Trump's voice. Hi. Arundel Borealis, thank you for the $10. You guys think there were people who denied shitting upstream as bad the same way there are climate change deniers now? Yes, I do. I absolutely do. I think at any point in history, some shit that we look at as like basic ass shit, they thought was like insane or crazy or not true. So yes, somebody came along and said, hey man, you got to stop shitting upstream. It's like ruining the drinking water downstream. And people were like, shut the fuck up. That makes no sense. Absolutely.
Thanks.
Imagine the people who were like, when somebody said the world is round and they were like, no, it's flat. What are you talking about? I would have been one of those assholes. Like, what are you talking about? It's flat, obviously, and I would have been wrong. Yeah. So Adam King, thanks for the $5. If USA and Iran both finish second in their respective World Cup groups, they'd face each other in the first KO round on American soil too. Scenes could get insane. Bro, Bro, I saw that the president of Mexico, Claudia Sheinbaum, was basically saying like Iran could stay here if they want because the U.S. was like not allowing them to stay there or some shit.
Oh wow.
Which I guess what are they playing in like San Diego or something like right over the fucking border in Mexico? I guess. But anyway, I don't know. I'm guessing. But
Houston has games.
Okay,
Yeah,
I feel bad for the Iranian team. Like your country's getting illegally bombed and attacked by the worst people in the world. You know.
I mean, we've always said this. We even said it during the World Baseball Classic. Like USA is playing Venezuela in the championship. Like we just invaded your country and stole your president and have him in prison
and stealing your oil and stealing your gas, your gold. Yeah, like
but we're gonna play a baseball game and just pretend like you know.
Everything's normal. Everything's cool. Freaking ridiculous. Anyway, I'll be rooting for Iran, by the way. The Skeptic Leftist, thanks for the $5. Hey, Kyle and Corin, if you're ever down in the Rio Grande Valley in Texas, we would love to show you some of the best Mexican food you've ever had. Now, that sounds awesome. Corin, write that one down because that sounds promising.
The big old ladies in Texas.
Big old lady down in San Antonio. Victoria ain't got no secret down there.
They probably got some banging Mexican food. I went to San Diego once and had Mexican food, and that shit was banging because it's right on the border of Mexico. Yeah. Like we might have actually been in Mexico or some shit. But yeah, that food is probably fucking slamming in Texas.
You know what else I love from Charles Barkley? What he says, we ain't even gonna send him to Cancun. We gonna send him to Galveston with that dirty ass water.
He's got no fucking filter.
Oh shit, not you again. Thanks, man. Here's some ExxonMobil BP oil lobby money for Corbyn. Screw them windmills and solar panels. They're turning the frogs gay anyways. Go Knicks. Shout out, man. Go Knicks. Got the whole chat rooting for the Knicks. I love it. By the way, update real quick. The score is 87-59.
Oh my gosh, bro.
87-59.
I wish I was there. It was kind of a given they were gonna win this shit, man.
I don't know. I thought the Cavs would pick up at least one game, man.
They're so cooked, bro. Like Mitchell
I think it's a mental thing at this point. It's a mental thing.
Like, you saw what the coach said? He was like, statistically, we won 2 out of the 3 games. Like, I thought he was a smart coach, bro. He said that. I was like, what are you talking about?
No, at that point, you got to resign, dog. Like, that's not it. Like, you can't. Don't hit me with some analytics bullshit when you're getting your cheeks clapped every night.
Oh, my God.
Technically, like, oh, my God, dog. Like, no,
statistically, Corin's World has 100,000 followers.
So one of the NBA YouTubers I watched said about the Timberwolves when the Wolves, who did the Wolves beat? That was like an upset. I forget in the first round. Oh, it was the Nuggets. They beat the Nuggets.
Yeah.
And this guy Lowe I watched, he says the Timberwolves don't have an analytics department. They have a real N-words department. And I was like, oh shit, that's a bar. Like he's like, fuck your analytics. When push comes to shove in the playoffs, it's like, nah, fuck your analytics. Like we're gonna. And one of the Wolves dudes was like, oh yeah, none of them can play defense. They all suck on defense. We're about to lock them assholes. And I was like, yo, they're not playing around, dog. You know,
the analytics shit goes out the windows when like playoff time. Fuck all that shit, man.
Totally.
When he said that, I was like, doesn't really like what? You're down 3-0.
Crazy. It's such a crazy thing to say. He's got to go. Like you got to fire him after that.
That was bad.
Empire, thanks for the $5. Kyle and Corin, if you must fight one to the end, who do you pick? A 6'6" muscular dude or a 5'2" woman with BJJ training, no weapons? I'm going the muscular dude, 6'6" muscular dude. Yeah.
That's like Molly. Molly's probably 5'2" with BJJ training, but 6'2" muscular dude, I still think the strength is just too much, you know?
Well, I mean, you just kick him in the nuts. You just kick him in the nuts. Like if some dude is actually trying to like take your life or fuck you up, you just kick him in the nuts. That's it.
Oh, so you're saying the 5'2" woman would win?
Oh, I would rather fight the 6'6" muscular dude. That's what I'm saying. I would rather not fight the person with the jiu-jitsu training.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm saying I have a better chance against the 6'6" muscular dude who has no training.
Oh, you
than
think
the 5'2",
so?
100%. Somebody who knows jiu-jitsu. Basically, that's like saying I just know how to fight. I know the science of fighting, and I will be able to
out and shit like that. Yeah,
like you got no chance. Like Molly would fuck me up because she knows jiu-jitsu. I don't know jiu-jitsu. So if I try to hurt her in any way, shape, or form, she'll just fuck get me in some shit, and that's a wrap. But if there's some 6'6" dude who doesn't know how to fight at all, and he's trying to do some shit, I'll just kick you in the nuts, bro. That's it. You're done. Get on the ground. Cry like a bitch.
That's a great equalizer.
You know? Yeah, of course. Literally like an eject button in a fight for any man. Just kick him in the nuts. It's over. It's done.
My dick.
Pete, thanks for the $5. Kyle, with right-wing media being nothing more than a giant grift, isn't that a prime example of capitalism being incompatible with democracy? Sure. Yeah. I mean, I also just think every single business being a little dictatorship is sort of incompatible with democracy by definition, right? Because like the way every business works is like a fascist dictatorship. You have the owner at the top, makes all the calls, everybody underneath just has to listen. That's undemocratic by its very nature. You know what I'm saying? So
Thanks,
anyway,
Pete.
shout out to you, bro. Thanks again, Rachel Atwood, for the not really Rachel Atwood. Thanks for the $5. Am I right in assuming that Corin's professional background / expertise is in marketing? Are you familiar with Bill Hicks and his words on marketing pros? I am. I know he hates marketing, right? Doesn't he hate marketing?
Oh yeah, no, I don't know who Bill Hicks is.
Famous comedian, like an anti-establishment comedian.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but my background is marketing, influencer marketing, events, hospitality, all that shit. Yeah, I don't know Bill Hicks and his words on marketing pros.
Yeah, he hates. He's like,
what does he say? Marketing's bad?
He's like, marketing people need to kill themselves. Like
Oh,
all they
really?
do is like all they do is like spruce up like dumb bullshit and try to make it seem like it's special or good. Or
I mean, it is true.
He was a cynic. He's like a cynical dude, you know.
Yeah.
But in a good way. Pete, thanks again, man, for the $5. Why don't more prior presidents criticize Trump? Embarrassing decorum. They can't be happy with the mockery he's made of the presidency. Pete, I agree completely. I mean, you know what's funny? I saw Obama in some interview recently where he said like he has done more than other presidents have done post leaving office in terms of still doing commentary from time to time. Still, like he did the ad for the redistricting in Virginia.
Obama did, you're saying?
Yeah. So like in Obama's mind, he thinks former presidents are supposed to shut the fuck up and move on, right? But I feel like I can't, so now I'm going to go out there and every now and then I'll endorse in a race or campaign for a Democrat here or there. So in his mind, he's doing a lot, but I agree with you that he's not really doing all that much.
He did a lot to fucking get Bernie Sanders not elected.
Exactly. That's when he did the most is like, oh, let me make the phone calls and have everybody back Biden. So yeah, it's a real shame. He should do more. I know he thinks he's doing a lot. He's not doing a lot. Like, this is ridiculous. JM Powers, thanks for the $5. I was born and raised in Queens. 94 was heartbreaking. 99, I gave up and stopped watching basketball. I got to start watching again. I think we got this. I hear you, brother. Look, man, you got to, it's one of those things where you're just always there to watch regardless, right? Like you should be able to watch the years where we sucked. Me and Corin watched all those years. Stephon Marbury years.
I watched on Twitter today some of the lineups that we had back in the day.
Bro. Me too. Oh my word.
It was like Lou Aldman's son and like Langston Galloway and
just
Wesley Matthews. Like
somebody had a 2019 lineup that was like 4 of the 5.
I saw that one. Yeah.
These people are, bro.
Dennis Smith Jr. It was bad, man. Oh, but yeah, get on board, man.
Soul, thanks for the $10. In the Kyle and Corin files, I found that Corin did not cook the chili in the chili competition at his gym. It was Molly who cooked it, and Corin won the
contest. I cooked that shit. I was stirring that bitch. I put the ingredients in that motherfucker. I won that award. And someone someone DM'd me, asked for the chili recipe, and said they were going to cook it. So I'm curious if they did.
Score update: we got 91-65 with
fourth quarter.
3 minutes left in the third.
Oh, okay. So yeah, we're towards the end. We're past the halfway mark. Maybe we can catch you in.
Silent Player, thanks for the $20. I'm a staunch Trump hater living in Kentucky, but my mom and stepdad watch Fox every day. My mom and I get along, but I just completely avoid responding to anything when the topic of politics and religion come up. That's the way to do it, brother. That's the way to do it. That's what I did for years. Thankfully, I'm at the point now where my mom hates Trump so much, and she's like so disturbed by Trump that like even she says to me like, I can't fucking believe what we're seeing here. So like I'm kind of lucky. But to your point though, like Fox News is a literal cancer on this country, bro. Like Fox News poisoned the minds of so many fucking boomers. It's ridiculous. It's a real crime what Fox did to this country. It just straight up like poison. You can't have a democracy if there's like no real education, no real news. You know what I'm saying? And like that's what they did is they poisoned the body politic.
But on the flip side, like isn't CNN just as bad too, or not as bad?
No, not as bad. They're bad. They're bad. Don't get me wrong. They're all bad. But there's definitely a hierarchy. Like MS Now is probably the best one, then CNN. And the worst is Fox and One American News and Newsmax, all these conservative outlets, Daily Wire. Like they're all just the fucking dregs of society, you know?
Yeah.
God, Jalen is so good. Oh my word. He's so good.
I'm going to go back and watch.
Yeah, we're almost done here. We'll wrap it up soon. Empire of Red, thanks again, man. NBA versus FIBA rules. No defensive 3 seconds in FIBA. Big men can sit and paint. FIBA allows touching the ball after it hits rim. 40 inches versus 48. Opinions? What's that last part, Core? 40 versus 48? What are they saying?
I think the court is smaller.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
in
every way, I like the FIBA rules better personally. In every.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun. It's a lot faster pace, you know.
I never liked the 3-second violation thing because Lowell gets called for it all the time when he's playing.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
you
he's a
can camp
big
out in
man.
that shit, and it clogs the paint a little bit.
Yeah, but like, why is that a problem? Like, okay, that's where they play. Like, who cares?
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
why did they create that? Did they create that because Shaq was just like blocking everybody or something? Like, when did they
Yeah,
create
it had
that
to be
rule?
somebody doing some shit.
It had to be somebody
that,
who
like,
was
just
like, if
clogging
you
the
had
paint.
Wemby parked in the paint, like,
Yeah, or
bro.
a big ass dude. Yeah, like Shaq just in the middle taking up the whole shit. They're gonna be like, nah, you got to move out that bitch. But yeah, if you're just a regular ass dude, 3 seconds is kind of OD a little bit. But yeah, the
I
FIBA
think
rules
so.
are cool.
Yeah. Empire, thanks again, man. Corin, if you won the lottery and became wealthy, would you advocate for higher taxes on your wealth? Kyle, you? I think you all know the answer to that when it comes to me.
Yeah, sure. I'd be fine with just give me a little bit of money.
Yeah, Corin's not. It would be insane. Could you imagine, Cor, you hit the lottery, you win like 50 million, and then the next time I talk to you, you're like, yeah, I'm voting Republican now. Like, there's
Yeah, I got
no
a MAGA hat
chance.
on.
There's literally no chance. No shot he would do that. You know, like, that's crazy. That's funny that Charles Barkley literally said that as soon as he got some money, he was like, I'm a Republican now.
For real?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
No, but not anymore though, right? I feel like
not anymore. No, because
yeah.
he thinks Trump is insane and he hates Republicans. But like when he first got his money in like the fucking 80s or 90s, he was like, yeah, I'm going to be a Republican now because I'm rich.
Remember he tried to have a show with Gail, whatever, and that shit fucking ended in like 0.17 seconds?
Yeah, thanks. Jabba, thanks for the $5. Did y'all see the new Hawaiian bill to stop Citizens United by removing powers that the state gives corporations? Also, any World Cup predictions? I don't have any World Cup predictions. I don't follow soccer like that, or football, I should say. But I kind of want to watch it this year. I'm interested in watching it, so I'm probably gonna try to watch it. But I hate.
It's always gonna be like Spain, Argentina, you know, like one of those fucking
those are the
European
goats.
countries.
Yeah. And yeah, we just talked about that Hawaiian bill. It's awesome, man. Shout out to Hawaii. Much love to Hawaii. Simulation Syndrome, thanks for the $5. Hey, Kyle, respect for not toning down your rhetoric on MAGA despite NS7. Aren't you worried they'll come after you? They just subpoenaed Hassan. Yeah, I mean, it's possible, but like I didn't violate any laws. So what are you going to do? And then also there's this weird thing that happens now where in the era of Trump, if Trump comes after you, like that literally just would catapult me into national relevance. You know, like people be like, who the fuck is this guy? Oh shit, he's saying some cool ass shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know, do I want them to target me? No. Is it possible they target me? Yes. But I haven't actually committed any crimes, and it would just make me cooler. So, so there you go. Empire, thanks for the $5. KNC, choose 500 puppies die or one baby. Jesus Christ. 7 serial killers go free or 3 innocents imprisoned for life. Also, who's more evil, Kid Buu or Frieza from Dragon Ball Z? I never was a Dragon Ball Z guy, so I can't answer that one. And I hate to let you down, bro, but like, I'm not choosing between 500 puppies or a dead baby, bro. I'm not choosing between any of these shits. You're giving me these impossible questions. These are like a full-ass philosophy seminar. Yeah. Like, you got to talk. You got to fucking, this requires like 5 hours of conversation just on these topics. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to provide that for you now, bro, but I appreciate it.
But I'll say Frieza. Just Dragon Ball Z.
Snaggle Cratch the Incredible. Thank you for the $5. Did you watch entire fourth quarter Eastern Conference Final Game 1? Be honest, I don't have a dog in the fight. Turned it off, then regretted it.
I almost turned it off. That's when the Cavs were up by 22.
No, so okay, I have a really interesting story. This is a great question. I have an interesting story around this. So that was the day that my oldest daughter graduated high school.
Oh, right. Yeah, you said that.
And so
baseball field or whatever.
So I was there at the baseball. It was a minor league baseball field near us. I was there, and I got out just at the right time, and was able to get back with, I want to say it was like 9 minutes left or 12 minutes left, something like that.
Like, fuck this shit. It's
no, so I turned it on and I was like, oh, damn, we're down quite a bit. But it was the first of the game I got to see. So I was like, I'm going to keep this shit on a little bit. Now, I was still doing little things here and there around the house that I had to do. But like, I would, so we're down 22. Then I come back like, okay, we're down 16. Then I come back. I'm like, we're down 8. And then I come back and I'm like, are we tied this bitch? And then I started watching the whole thing. And we ended up winning by double digits in overtime.
Yeah.
And so to answer your question, I did kind of see, like, that was the only part of the game I actually saw because I was when I got back, that's where we were at in the game. So
yeah, I watched the whole shit. Shout out to Jed. We were texting within our family chat and he was like, they could come back. And I was like, it's a wrap. I'm about to turn this shit off. And then they started coming back and they won. So I did watch it begrudgingly,
Bro, that's the thing though, right? And this is how everybody felt about the, the late 2010s Warriors is like, you can't look away because when they go on a run, it's just, they'll just ring off 18 points like this, like it's nothing.
Yep.
And like with everybody on the floor shooting over 40% from three for the Knicks, like you blink and we're back.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So like, that's the thing is you can't turn it off,
Yep.
That guy, Jack, thanks for the $10. Immigration is looking pretty good right now. Austria and Denmark are the top of my list. Been to both countries and really enjoyed my time there. Well, shout out to you, bro. And you'll probably feel a lot more relaxed there.
Yeah.
It's nice when, when the king came here and gave a speech, and I'm not a fan of the king. I'm not a fan of monarchies or anything like that. But when the king came to Congress and gave a speech, I was like, oh, wow, a guy with an IQ that's over 100, like talking in U.S. politics. That's nice to see.
Yeah.
The fact that I was jealous for that, like I wanted that back, almost like wish we never had the Revolutionary War. How embarrassing is that? Like, it's just so pathetic. The Herbalist, thanks for the $5. Thank you, Kyle, for your vid on atrazine. Did you know this was the chemical that caused frogs to change gender that Alex Jones is freaking out about? No way! Somebody send that to Alex and let him do his fucking bid again. Because, yeah, man, Trump is poisoning all of our water. Jesus fucking Christ, it's crazy. Every day there's a new, like, arsenic in the water, coal ash in the water, this shit in the water. It's crazy. Absolutely, man. Like, he's allowing these horrible, like, herbicides and pesticides and shit. He's just letting companies do whatever the fuck they want. They're poisoning everything in sight. It's crazy.
Fuck.
George Wade, shout out to George Wade. Thanks for the $5, man. Jackson Dart introduced Trump. White athletes, politics, okay. Black athletes, shut up and dribble. That's exactly right. Butker, Breeze, Favre, Schilling, Kaepernick out. So true, man. That is so true. Whenever it's one of these white conservative assholes, they just are allowed to get away with it. Brett Favre stole millions of dollars from, what was it, Mississippi? I think it was Mississippi taxpayers. It was supposed to go to like food stamps or something in Mississippi. He stole that whole shit. Nobody cares. Nobody said anything. Nobody batted an eyelash. Like, there was no punishment whatsoever. But like, you're a white athlete, go do a Trump rally. Nobody says anything. Nobody cares. But Kaepernick takes a knee, to protest police violence. And they're like, you're unpatriotic and we're like blackballing you out of the league. Like, it's fucking disgusting, man. It really is.
And if you are a black athlete that sides with Trump, like the dude on the Orlando Magic, you're all over Fox News as like a fucking hero.
Who on the Orlando Magic side with Trump?
He doesn't play much anymore. He was injured a lot of the season.
Okay.
What the hell's his name? Why? Magic. Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know who this was.
Yeah,
I don't remember this.
I
thought you were talking about Paolo Banchero.
No. Jonathan something. What the hell's his name? Isaac, maybe? Jonathan Isaac?
Oh, okay. I don't even know.
Yeah, Jonathan Isaac. But like, if you're a black athlete and you support Trump, they're gonna prop you up and like use you as like some fucking hero talking about Trump. It's so right. Because the linebacker Abdul Carter came out on Twitter and said, like, what is Jackson Dart doing? And everybody was like, shut up, text him privately. And they're like, so he can come out and say publicly that he supports Trump, but I can't come out on Twitter and say he's a fucking idiot. I got to text him privately.
Insane. So that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody in the league is going to fuck with him. Because NFL is majority black. Majority of black people are intelligent, and so they know Republicans suck. Yep. And like, he's not gonna vibe with them. He's just not gonna vibe with them. Cole Troutman, thanks for the $10. I have this family member who happens to be kind of mean. Jay's just how they've always been, and just got a job at Raytheon. Just graduated college because her boyfriend's bro works there. Is it moral? She even watched Secular Talk. I mean, it's a tough one, right? It sort of depends what you do. If you're like doing paperwork or secretary work or answering phone calls or, doing something that's not related to war and death, then it's okay, right? Like Boeing is a defense contractor, but they also just make like civilian airplanes and shit. Like, it sort of depends what you do. You know what I'm saying? That's the answer. Without knowing any more specifics, it's kind of hard to answer it. But like, obviously, if you're like building the weapons that are used to murder kids, that's kind of fun. I wouldn't take that job. You know what I'm saying? So I guess like try to dig a little deeper and see what specifically they're doing for the company. And I can give you a better answer. What'd you say, Cor?
I said we'll go a little faster. We only got like 15 minutes.
Okay, let's do it. Jacob Morris, thanks for the $5. Sorry if you already mentioned it, but 3 dead in shooting at mosque near me, Claremont, San Diego. The right is using it as political, blaming Trantifa. Insane. Absolutely insane. There's a rising Islamophobia in this country and a lot of insanity around that. And to blame trans people is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Shout out to you, bro. George Wade, thanks again, man. The big ass fuck sandwich. Don't farther around.
I don't know what you mean by that, George.
I think he's saying he agrees with me to not cut the shit.
Oh.
That's what I think he's saying.
Nah, you gotta
and he's right.
Man. You're bugging.
No, he's right. He's right. Matthew Wallen, thanks for the $10. Been a secular talk fan since 2015. First time catching the live stream. Did you guys have a current favorite for the Democratic nominee 2028? Love from California. Keep it up. I love Grant Plattner. I love Ro Khanna. I love AOC. There's probably some I'm not even thinking of right now that'll be dope ass candidates. Jon Stewart will be phenomenal. John Ossoff is probably going to run and make some noise. I think there's going to be somebody who comes out of nowhere. It's hard for me to imagine that like Kamala or Newsom holds on. They're leading in all the polls, but it's kind of hard for me to imagine that. Ryan, thanks for the $5. Does anyone think Massey's loss is rigged? His opponents skipped all 8 debates and like 0 rallies and had few people at his watch party, but wins. Look, man, they shot the money cannon right at Massey's face, right? Like all the ads, all the negative ads that they carpet bombed the airwaves with. They had Trump saying that he would support this guy, Galreen. Is it rigged? It's possible. But it's also possible that just the power of money and the power of Trump and the MAGA cult was enough to like make the cult do the cult stuff. So it's possible, but I don't know if that's what happened, if that makes sense. Right. Metalhead Matt, thanks for the $5. How could Elon hack the machines if they operate entirely offline? Since when are we supposed to trust the word of a con artist over reputable outlets? It's a good question, bro. It's a good question. I would like to know why he said what he said and like what he meant by that. And I would like to have, somebody maybe look into that and break down the quote 10,000 lasers he has in space and stuff and how he knew the result before it actually happened. It's possible he's just boasting and he's full of shit. And like trying to impress this girl. Well, that's a weird way to try to impress a girl. I stole an election. Like, what the fuck is that?
His girlfriend said that he told her that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Such a weird flex.
Yeah, you make a good point, and it's a point I've often made when talking about 2020. That like it couldn't have been stolen. A lot of the shit is offline. But yeah, I'd be interested in hearing. I'd be interested in like just knowing more about what he meant by what he said and what access he did have and all that stuff. 321 Penguins, thanks for the $5. Kyle, would you ever invite David Pakman on KKF to hash out your disagreements? We've been using KKF more these days. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but we've basically been using KKF to like do the news, but with a guest. So like we don't do it like we used to do it as much, where you have somebody you're interviewing and you just like ask them their thoughts and talk about their career and like do that. It's more like we're going to do the news and you're here to do it with us. So I wouldn't really invite him on to just like debate like that, Brett McIntyre, thanks for the $5. What is your opinion on James Tallarico? He voted for crackdown on anti-Israel free speech laws. I worry he will be establishment Democrat if elected. I didn't see any vote like that from him, so I'm not quite sure which thing you're referring to. But it is very possible he ends up like a sort of a standard Democrat. But without a doubt, he's up against probably the second most corrupt man in America. The most corrupt man being Donald Trump. Ken Paxton is a close second. He's literally under corruption investigation. He was almost impeached by Republicans in Texas. He bragged about stealing Texas for Joe Biden. Bragged about getting 2.5 million votes thrown out, mail-in votes thrown out through the court system because he was the attorney general in Texas at the time. So the demon he's up against is so evil that for sure I would back Tallarico, no questions asked. But there absolutely is the concern that maybe Tallarico will be sort of a underwhelming Democrat, but an underwhelming Democrat is better than literal Satan. So I'd say that.
All right, don't send any more super chats.
Metalhead Matt, thanks for the $5. Crystal admits AI can do incredible things, optimize workflows, creative research assistance, forecasting, modeling, diagnostics, etc. Why don't you? I think the social downsides of it are objectively not worth the costs. I just don't. It doesn't work out to me in my mind. I don't think she's wrong when she says those things. I think those things are kind of obvious. But the hallucinations, the factual inaccuracies, the cost in terms of energy, the fresh water that's needed, like all the shit, it doesn't work out. Taking everybody's jobs, it's not worth it. So it's not that I don't acknowledge those things. It's just that I wouldn't put the onus on that because I feel like that's an ancillary point. That's not the main point. Iggy Naws, thanks for the $10. I watched Asmongold during the lockdowns. I couldn't get out in the real world, so I'd go to the World of Warcraft, which he used to stream. What drives someone to drop everything and pursue hate? I don't know, man. It's a great question. Some people, it's like just how they are. Some people, it's their environment around them. Some people are just miserable and they want to take it out. Some people, are grifting and they want money and that's the way to make money. I don't know. It's a good question, but he certainly went down that evil path and it's a damn shame. He's got a lot of people who follow him. And hopefully they don't turn to hate as well and they don't become hateful as well, which I fear many of them will. Jacob, thanks for the $5. Tommy Meatballs is smearing the hero security guard that bravely lost his life in the terror attack and even the mosque itself. Gross. That's disgusting, man. These people are sick. Johnny, thanks for the $5. As an agnostic deist, I have noticed you don't criticize religion as much as 10 years ago. Is there a reason for that? Opposition to fascism matters more. I mean, yeah, it's just I've always kind of been. I follow the political news and I cover political news, and like I feel like there's just less religious stuff to talk about today. But I mean, my opinions haven't changed much. Maybe I'm a little more mellowed out, a little more agnostic than atheist, but it's just like not the wave right now. The wave is just covering the fascism and describing how horrible it is. Film Inspector, thanks for the $5. Lonely Trump supporters are sad. Nobody wants to be friends with them. That's the Humanist Report video title. Okay, hold on. Lonely Trump supporters are sad. Nobody wants to be friends with them. Thank you very much, my friend, because that'll be very helpful. Appreciate it, Film Inspector. Patrick Ling, thanks for the $5. Patrick Kling. It seems odd to me that nobody is stepping up to lead the Democratic Party. When and who do you think will announce they are running for 2028? Dem side. It's a great question. My guess is there will be people who jump in pretty early, but of course you want the midterms to happen first, right? Like to jump in before the midterms is lunacy. So the midterms will happen. We'll get the results. We'll see what unfolds. But at some point, Democrats will announce. And yeah, I mean, you're right that nobody's really stepped up in a serious way to lead the party. You still have Hakeem Jeffries, Chuck Schumer. It's a real shame. There is no actual leadership. So hopefully whoever announces will be a better leader. Diego, thanks again, bro. Just finished the full Rogan Andreessen interview. How is it possible that Rogan comes off as the more pro-billionaire of the two? Generational fall off. Yeah, it's disgusting, man. The guy's totally lost his mind. He's got fucking billionaire brainworms. He's so washed. I don't know how anybody can be an actual fan of his anymore.
He's cooked.
The Iron Pedal, thanks for the $10. Kyle, can you please start using the term the United Cucks of America? Love you and Crystal. Well, I love you too, buddy. And who would that be in reference to? The United Cucks of America?
Everybody.
B-Fred, thanks again for the $5, man. Thoughts on Debbie Wasserman Schultz switching to run in a black majority district despite opposition from local black Florida leadership? Too fucking perfect. Too perfect. It's exactly what I would expect somebody like Debbie Wasserman Schultz to do. She was Hillary Clinton's attack dog and screwed Bernie over.
She's washed, right?
Just the worst, just a horrible, like one of the worst corporate Democrats that there is. And I side with the black lawmakers who prefer a black Democrat to represent them. Jabba, thanks for the $10. All these fascist assholes are just miserable, unstable. I feel we need to make psychology and emotional intelligence a required class in school, like math and writing. What are your thoughts as parents? It's a good idea, bro. It's a good idea. I don't know how much that could really get to the root of the problem if people's home lives suck and if there's like extreme poverty and, bad values, but it certainly can't hurt. It wouldn't hurt to have, a psychology and emotional intelligence taught. So yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, I loved our psychology class we took in high school.
Oh yeah, me and Corin loved our teacher, Mr. Mont. He was the man.
Facts.
Not really Rachel Atwood. Thanks for the $5. One more shameless plug for my bud, Jeremy Whalen, for fighting the good fight in Massachusetts 1st District. I can tap out happy if he's on KKF first. Jeremy Whalen. Shout out to Jeremy Whalen, man. Massachusetts 1st District. If you guys are over there, support Rachel. Jeremy. Zach P, thanks for the $5. Corin, you need to check out the strawberry and cream Dr. Pepper milkshake at Jack in the Box. That sounds phenomenal.
I don't think there's any Jack in the Box by me, but I've had, and it's in my fridge right now, the vanilla cream Dr. Pepper soda, which is fucking banging.
Let's go ski, broski.
That sounds really good. If I ever go by Jack in the Box, I might have to try that bitch because Dr. Pepper is goated.
Corin, I got an update for you.
We won?
We have 7 minutes and 20 seconds left. The score is 111-76.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my days.
Is our bench in?
Yes, our bench is in.
Gosh.
Yes, and it looks like their bench is in too.
Yeah, probably threw in the towel.
Man, how you throw in the towel at an elimination game, dog?
Yeah, I mean, you saw what Anthony Edwards got heat for. He started dapping up the Spurs with minutes left.
Did you hear his explanation too? He was like, I was tight as fuck. I wasn't gonna dap them up after we lost the shit. I said, let me do this shit now.
That makes it such a weird argument.
No, I fuck with him. That makes sense to me. Because like it's not over yet, so you can like sort of calm your emotions down a little bit. But when it's over, you're gonna be like, fuck you, you know?
Yeah. True.
Zach, thanks for the $5. Kyle, my wife is thinking Gavin over AOC in the primary. She thinks women can't win in USA. Make the case for AOC, please. So first of all, let me just say, it's not just your wife. There's actually a thing that's being reflected in the data right now. Women are more anti-AOC than men are. That like young male voters are like cool with AOC and like AOC, but the women voters are like, you know why I think it is? I think it's because Hillary lost, Kamala lost. Women don't want to see a woman keep losing. It's like psychologically harmful to see like, what are we never going to win? We're never going to break this glass ceiling. So like
some jealousy shit too between women.
I think it's more of in like, I can't watch another woman lose type thing. I really think that's it. And they feel like the society is sexist. So let's stop trying to do this. Let's just get a man who's going to represent our interests. Like, I think that's the mindset, which like, I get it. But I mean, look, in head-to-head Gavin AOC, it's not close in terms of who's better on policy. Like AOC is 1,000 times better on policy. She's way to the left of Gavin Newsom. She's way less corporate. She's way better on foreign policy. Like you go down the list, she's just better. So that I would say that to her, that like, if policy is what matters to you, then she's for sure better than Gavin. It's not even close. Gavin is going to disappoint in many ways, I would say. God Sam it damn, thanks for the $20. FYI, just like the subpoena of Hassan, and then they took pics of him and his dog walker. Dems and reps are backing OS level face scanning technology now law in California and Colorado, which is in line with NSPM 7. Yeah, I mean, it is crazy to me how many Democrats are like cool with the surveillance state stuff and how many Democrats are still snuggling up to the AI tech demons. They got to not do that, man, because it's totally and completely unacceptable. Like, these people are coming to destroy us. Don't give them the tools to do that.
Thanks, God.
Adam King, thanks for the $5. 1972, Joe Biden enters U.S. politics. 1973, Knicks win NBA title. 2025, Joe Biden exits U.S. politics. 2026, Knicks, we shall see. But let me point out real quick, Corin, me and you are looking like motherfucking Nostradamus. The only thing we got wrong so far was the Nuggets. We thought the Nuggets would get past the first round. But
if we bet on our predictions, we'd be fucking rich men right now.
But we had Knicks versus Spurs in the finals and the Knicks winning. It's on the table, dog. It is possible. It is possible.
They're gonna have a lot of
Thomas Hamilton, thanks for the $5. I think Plattner has all the wind going his direction because of three factors. 1, Trump not on the ballot. 2, the economy. And 3, the independents. Totally. And look, I mean, it's so important. You can't underestimate how much it matters to actually believe in something. And Plattner actually has an ideology and believes in something. And that shows. CNT Connoisseur, thanks for the $5. If y'all like politics of Game of Thrones, check out 2000's Battlestar Galactica. Commander Adama is Space Ned Stark. Oh, interesting. Thank you for sharing that. I did not know that, and I've never watched Battlestar Galactica, but now I'm interested. Eagles Fly By, thanks for the $5. What's up, fellas? Y'all Knicks are killing it, and I'm loving watching them, but I think the Spurs would shock y'all versus the Knicks. They're one hell of a team. Listen, Eagles, I'm not sleeping on them at all, bro. I'm not sleeping on the Spurs at all. I'm not sleeping on the Spurs. I'm not sleeping on OKC. I think it is going to be a dogfight in the finals, regardless of the fact that we're, like, freaking it right now. But, yeah, man, like, you got Wemby, bro. Wemby alone is a fucking monster. He carries a team in a way that I've only seen like LeBron and Kobe carry teams before, you know, like he's all that matters type shit. Noah, thanks for the $10. Thanks for the show. Kyle, I know you criticized Dem senators for praising Fetterman. 100% agree. It's maddening to see anyone praise that horrible guy, but just to steel man the Dems, one of two. Don't you think they're just scared he'll switch parties if they aren't nice to him? It's a decent thought. It's certainly possible, but like, what are you missing out on? Like, he votes against you on the major ticket issues already. You know what I'm saying? So, like, with friends like that, as the saying goes, who needs enemies? So, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. I think he's going to do what he's going to do, regardless of what you do. Like, I don't understand. I feel like tough love sometimes works better than this coddling bullshit. And all Democrats know how to do is coddle. You know what I'm saying? Pipper Pepper, thanks for the $5. Kyle, you should have Adam Becker on KKF. His book, More Everything Forever, skewers the tech billionaires. Go Jets. Here's to year 57 of our rebuild. That's hilarious. I think Chris have read a book by this guy. I'll talk to her. I'm not sure, but she reads everything she can on the tech stuff. So she may have read this book. I'll talk to her about that. Appreciate that.
If you've got Jets season tickets and you never go to a game, send them my way. I'll go, bro.
Christopher Helmer, thanks for the $5. Kyle and Corin, MSG courtside seats for the finals. Here's $5 to help Corin cop those tickets. Bro, we could do Kyle and Corin for 5 years and still not make enough money to afford one of those damn tickets, bro. That's
fucking sit in the upper deck too.
For sure. Yeah, it's $3,000 for the nosebleeds. For like I can't see shit seats, you know?
Crazy.
Unreal Alien, that's $6,000 for a couple.
Yeah.
6,000 for
It's
that's
insane.
crazy. It's insane. Unreal
Don't be
Alien,
saying
thanks
that.
for the $5. Can we just like deport Kevin O'Leary? That would be fucking phenomenal, bro. I would so be down for that.
Wonderful.
Corin, an update real quick.
Uh-huh.
The person who wears number 4 on the Knicks and has dreadlocks just hit a 3, and I don't even know who the fuck he is.
Yeah, Daddy A.
He
was with Westchester.
He just hit a 3, and it's 123-78 with 4 minutes left. So that's kind of cool. Mr. Inu Hanyu, thanks for the $5. Yelsey Jasmine Crockett mocking Hassan getting attacked by the government because he was critical of Kamala. What do we do with neoliberal collaborators? Well, the good news is that I really don't think there's that many of them. I think they're all in the media world and they have online brainworms and they're all like establishment douche politicians. And Jasmine has been a big letdown because she went from being great because she fights Republicans all the time in a way that's very entertaining to just being a total sellout. Like she's on a tour right now to endorse every shitty Democrat in the country. Whoever the worst Democrat is in every race, she will reliably be there to back them. At the same time, she's like cheering Trump on for politically persecuting Hassan. So what do we do with them? We laugh at them because they're going to become more and more irrelevant over time, and we're the ascendant force. Brookfield Corp, thanks for the $5. What are your thoughts on the Republican Party dying out and the new two-party system being progressive and establishment Dems? I mean, that would be awesome. But unfortunately, I think the Republican Party's not going anywhere. The Democratic Party's not going anywhere. Just our two-party system is sort of locked in, but there will have to be big changes among the parties in order to make them more viable and relevant moving forward. Side of Sanity, thanks for the $5. Kyle, assuming a Dem takes 2028, how concerned are you a Dino will win presidency plus continue status quo? My biggest fear. That is also one of my biggest fears, bro. To have a Democratic president who does that we look forward, not backwards, and not prosecute the MAGA criminals. I mean, it would just be completely and utterly criminal to do that. It would just not be okay. Operating Rain, thanks for the $5. If Hassan got in trouble for staying at a good hotel, should we hold our breath for Trump to go after Nick Shirley for staying at a bad hotel? No, because everything is fake and nothing matters, and they're just going after their enemies. And if you're their ally, you can literally do and say whatever the fuck you want. So Nick Shirley will not be punished for this, but they will try to punish Hassan for this because they're the devil. That's my answer there. Vince, thanks for the $5. Kyle, curiously, your thoughts on what Iran would be. It's not going to happen, but just your thoughts. BFTB, balls from the back. I'm not quite sure what you're asking. Curiously, your thoughts on what Iran would be. I'm not quite sure what you're asking, but like ideally, what would Iran look like? I mean, I would say some sort of secular democracy where people get to vote on their leaders and, you know, get religion out of the government and let people be free. I mean, that would be my goal. But obviously, I think that should come not from the U.S. dropping bombs and invading. I think it should come from the people of Iran, basically.
Balls from back.
God damn it. Thanks for the $5. Also, for you gamers out there, 1,000 times resist is a great play. Very, very, very topical right now. Sometimes you just don't fit in the backpack. Well, there you go, guys. Nicole J. Sierra, thanks for the $5. Have you heard of Ohio Bill 249, opposite sex clothing ban? It's going to the Senate, and there's a protest tomorrow with the State House to try to stop it. They're trying to ban people from wearing the opposite sexist clothing, because that's the most insane thing I've ever heard, because there's so many things that are like unisex, and that's so crazy. It's just anti-freedom. These people hate freedom. Republicans are fucking demons. Columbia Rican, thanks for the $5. Not sure if you knew, but Sam Cedar played Hugo in Burgers. You should ask him about it the next time you talk to him. That's pretty cool. Shout out to him. Cool. Keith Black, thanks for the $5. What's up with so many European countries lacking the stones to truly rebuke the U.S. beyond empty rhetoric? I think they're so used to being vassal states that they struggle to imagine anything different. They know that like it would require a fundamental reworking of the world order, and they don't have the stones to do that. And so, yeah, I don't know, man, but they're going to learn the hard way that like it doesn't matter how much you cuck yourself. The old world is done. It's over. You got to fucking grow a pair and like sort of lead in the future, you know? Thank you, Corrigan, for the $10. Appreciate that. God damn it. Thanks again. In addition to the great work in Hawaii, we need to push our states to establish a federal escrow of sorts for taxes. Not paying taxes is a bloodless revolution if one is to be possible. That's what I'm saying, bro. And that's tied to the national divorce idea. Is like we should have the blue states put their pay their taxes in escrow and not pay to the federal government unless and until we get all of our rights and the federal government stops fucking with us. I totally agree with that. That's the bloodless revolution. Sure Shot Leo, thanks for the $5. Heard of Danhausen? As soon as he uncursed the Knicks, they started winning. I know WWE is scripted, but I think it's funny. Totally, bro. Actually, that's what Corin was just talking about. And that's
he had a curse on the Knicks. They lost, and then he uncursed them, and they fucking won now 11 in a row. Crazy shit.
Cash, thanks for the $5. How can anti-Semitism in the West be seriously fought? Seems like the orgs claiming to fight it aren't helping by smearing Israel critics as Jew haters. It's a great point, bro. I mean, it's all about getting back to the basics, right? It's all about cleaning house at the ADL and making it an actual civil rights organization and not like an Israel lobby that's masquerading as a civil rights organization. I mean, that's the move, because anti-Semitism is an actual, real, serious problem. And, these idiots are making it worse, if anything. Jack Quinn, thanks for the $5. What kind of music do both of you like? And also, have you ever seen the movie The Wrestler? Great movie. I love that movie. LK just...
York, right?
Yes, just throwing my interest out there like a Frisbee, LOL. I love that movie. It's a phenomenal movie. Really a great movie. And music for me and Corin, it's pop music, it's hip-hop, it's R&B. It's sort of the standard. What you would expect from somebody growing up in, the tri-state area in New York. Alex Kahn, thanks for the $5. Did you read 60s left writers like Abby Hoffman or Hunter Thompson? Hunter Thompson a little bit. Abby Hoffman, no. But yeah, Hunter Thompson a little bit, yes. Seth, thanks for the $5. Hey, Kyle Corin, have you ever seen someone else with your name? I saw someone last week named Seth White send a message here and it freaked me out. Yes, there's another Kyle Kulinski out there. There's another
Seriously?
Kyle Kulinski. Yes, there's I believe there's one other Kyle Kulinski in the country. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Crazy, right?
No, I've never seen another Corin. I haven't.
Columbia Rican, thanks again. I stopped being a Knicks fan when they lost to the Pacers in '95 after Reggie Miller hit them threes, but I feel they are atoning. Go Knicks, hell yeah! Let's go, baby. Let's go. The party's gonna be crazy. I'm already gonna party just because we won this game. We're going to the finals, dog. We're going to the motherfucking finals.
I know. No.
Christopher Helmer, so many years, guys, of just like struggle, thinking we're never going to win anything ever again. And then we already won the NBA Cup. Now we're going to the finals. This is special, dog. I love Jalen Brunson. In Jalen, we trust.
Facts.
Christopher Helmer, thanks for the $5. Also, who was more wild in the college days, Crazy Kyle or Kooky Corin? Much love from Jersey City. Go Knicks. That's a good question. I don't know. I'd say we were roughly equal on the craziness scale. Maybe I edge you out just a little bit because I tried more substances than you did.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
I was always afraid of like anything beyond like beer and maybe a little bit of weed.
Yeah, like I've tried more substances than him, but we're roughly equal. Like when we would go out and drink, we would drink about the same amount. Like in college, we had our drinking phase where we would drink a decent amount,
Yeah.
But we're here now. No harm, no foul.
Facts.
George Wade, thanks again. Small trained Massachusetts will cancel muscles. I seen it. Small trained MA. Not sure what that one means. Do you know?
No.
Skipper, thanks for the $5. Kyle, I don't know if it's been mentioned, but Destiny did a response to your call out over the Hassan situation today. He was triggered and did a lot of shit talk. Don't care, plus not going to watch, plus he's a loser, plus nobody cares. For real, that guy's irrelevant, that guy's pathetic, that guy's silly, that guy's ridiculous, that guy's obsessed with every single stupid little fucking petty grievance he has because somebody snubbed him online in 2017. Like, bro, nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. Go cry in your corner. Go do another 17 videos about the other fucking creators that you don't like and you hate for. Have you ever, if you're beefing with fucking everybody on the internet, have you ever stopped to think, maybe it's me, right? By the way, you got you got bigger fish to fry, son. Aren't you in court for like various sex crimes? How about you go deal with that instead of beefing with us? Okay. Like I'm sorry. We don't give a fuck about you. The only time that he even comes across my mind at all, or he comes across my feed at all, is when he's justifying and rationalizing Donald Trump illegally targeting fucking Hassan Piker for going to deliver ramen noodles and diapers and food to Cuba, to a country that we're illegally starving to death. Okay. So if you want to take Trump's side, then you're a disgusting piece of shit, and everybody knows that. And you know what? There's a reason why you're crashing out. You're crashing out because deep down, you're disgusting, petty, vile, and vindictive and pathetic, and nobody should respect you. Because if you can't say, hey, stop targeting us, it's not that hard. If the government was targeting Destiny, I would come out here and say, stop targeting Destiny. He did whatever you think, he did. There is no crime here if it's just dissenting against the government, if it's just delivering humanitarian aid. Right? But he can't bring himself to do it because he's a small, petty, vile little man.
Mic drop.
Zampanos Cat, thanks for the $5. I was at a national park today, and some boomer in a Trump shirt tried telling me how fantastic the view was. I didn't even respond to him. Was I wrong? No, that is the exact correct way.
I mean, if someone was like, hey, like nice shoes or something, you can't hit him with like a thank you or some shit.
Nah, if you're wearing a Trump shirt at this point, that's like seeing somebody with a swastika. It's like,
true,
no, I'm done with you. I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah, it should tell them to fuck off.
Martin Lawrence, thanks for the $20. Just wanted to say you were kind of wrong in your segment about Russia. No country has hypersonic missiles. While there are many missiles that can travel at those speeds, there aren't any that have terminal velocity. Well, I'm just going based off the article I read that said that they were using hypersonic missiles. So, I didn't come up with that. It was either BBC or whoever it was that I showed. I showed the source in the segment so you could see who said it. But that was the reporting. The reporting was hypersonic missiles.
All right, we got like 5 left.
Brett McIntyre, thanks for the $5. Kyle, can you do a collab with Nick Fuentes? He said he'd work with lefties against AIPAC and fight about left versus right after we take our country back. No, thank you. But appreciate the $5, bro. Bennett Clark, thanks for the $5. There is a 10-year-old clip of you reacting to a segment of Crystal. Could you have ever imagined that was your future wife? Never. When I used to watch her on MSNBC doing her show, The Cycle, never in a million years would I've imagined that's going to be my wife one day. But here we are.
Crazy.
Grill the Conqueror, thanks for the $5. Was Tom Thibodeau the problem? It's like Kerr talking over the Warrior after Mark Jackson. I hated SAS and Dolan, but good luck to your Knicks.
I think there's an evolution. Like they needed Mark Jackson to get,
Yeah, but Thibodeau he never played the bench, man, and like that's a problem because then by the time the playoffs come around, you're cooked by the second or third round. Like you don't have the legs under you anymore.
But I think he still instilled some like defensive, like structure.
It wasn't all bad, of course. It wasn't all bad, and he got us to the playoffs so many years in a row. Like he was a good coach, but obviously we've evolved, like you said, and now I think we're in a better place.
All right, last one. Yep.
Salty Squid, thanks for the $5. Veteran that has lost faith in Americans. Found out I have a kid on the way. Any hope for the future of a terminal doomer? Nah, man. You just do what you can do as a dad. I'm a stepdad. Corin's a dad. Like you just do what you can do as a dad. That's all. Just provide for the kids. Try to keep a smile on your face. Don't be too much of a downer around them. But be realistic about what's going on. That's all you can do. Everybody just does the best they could do every day. That's all. That's all.
Good luck. And then this is the last one to end on. Perfectly.
Knicks win. Let's go Knicks. Love you guys. Love you too, Daniel. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you.
That's all of them. People are. I'm glad we turned mad people into Knicks fans, man.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Knicks takeover. New York Knicks going to the finals. Let's go, bro. It's official, by the way. It just happened. It's official. We are the champions, my friend. In my wedding vows, I said I would celebrate with Corin when the Knicks make it to the NBA Finals. Let's go.
And this is true. Knicks fans take over. There's Jed.
Rockets Arena sounding like MSG right now. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Like, we got Knicks fans will be flying to motherfucking OKC or to San Antonio
100%.
down with them big old women down in San Antonio. They will 100% do it.
They'll be everywhere. Here's
Princess Venus, thanks for the $10. Appreciate you both. Corin, you rock. Kyle, I'm such a big fan for being the realist, absolute truth bomb, spitting facts that make orange maggots call their mommies. Shout out to you, Princess. Really appreciate that. Man, good note to end on, dog. We're going. It's the finals. It's the finals. Let's
love
do
you,
it.
dog. Thanks for rocking out on Knicks night, man.
All right, love you too, man.
Good
love
luck with
love
your
all you
cats.
guys listening. We'll talk to you. Peace.
Peace, everybody. Thanks for rocking out on New York Knicks nights. Who wants the last word? All right. Love you guys. Later, everybody. Thanks, Columbia, Arano, Rico. You're a real one. Johnny. All right. Peace, everybody. Love you guys. All right. We'll see you next week. Next week will be regular time, 8:30. But the Knicks game's over. All right. Go Knicks. Peace, everybody.